entering back into the rhythm of things. Uh, so as everyone goes to have some final rest for the night, what remains of it when you've spent much of the night up, both worrying over the events that were to transpire and have transpired. Uh, Finally, dawn breaks, the sun begins to rise, shining through uh, the windows of each room and here and there through the odd crack in the wall. Uh, the uh, sounds of a couple of pots and pans down below can be heard, as well as the smell of something being cooked in the morning. Uh, these start to stir you all awake as the day begins. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna stay outside where Coma was left at.
Alrighty.
Well, that's where I would. That's where anybody, if they come looking, that's where I'll be at.
For once, Reinpert will be sort of sleeping then.
I like to imagine Rom probably didn't get much sleep that night, and is just barely awake enough to avoid exhaustion, but is definitely not eager about getting up and doing stuff for today.
Silly fools.
Let's say we all wake up kind of midday rather than just like.
Yeah, we're all just kind of like.
It's like we all wake up, look at each other, and then collectively agree to stay in a few more hours.
Just collectively just like sit.
I think that agreement would have been made when you realized Reinpert hadn't even gotten out of bed yet at all. Like, even though you guys were up. So.
Yeah.
And yeah, some more time passes, and again, it's closer to midday when you guys have finally gotten enough rest, or at least as much as you're going to be able to get.
Right. We should probably go and catch the ship now.
That's probably a good idea.
Reinpert's going to say, right, we also need to make a bit of recompense with someone. I'll look up in the rafters where Tiju usually is. Is he up there?
Tiju has his own room.
Right, but he like I figured he would be out and about at this point.
Oh, when you go out to the bar.
Right, yes. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Yes, he is in the rafters at the bar.
Tiju, do you have a minute?
He's just gonna continuously eating from his plate that he brought up in the rafters with him, and just look at you, just waiting for you. He's still munching. He's just waiting. He's just now obviously listening.
I wanted to talk about last night in, private, if you would.
He's just gonna like scarf down the rest of his plate and then thumbs up and like just follow you.
Right. I'll then make my way back to the room with Tiju and check the hallway for other people and just like shut the door behind and be like, thank you for that last night.
Tiju's just gonna be like, I don't know what you mean, nothing happened last night, and just wink.
Right.
I wish I could wink. It just looks like I'm blinking because of the eye patch.
Either way, we're sort of down.
You actually just reminded me of something. You can only see one of his eyes, so he pretty much just fucking blinked at you.
Yeah.
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 I'm
I
gonna say
bet
that
you
he very
just
like
the line that you
over
can't see, he just, like,
dramatically did
leans
it so
in,
that it,
like,
like you can tell
wait.
his intention was to wink.
Oh, my thing. Where?
But yeah,
But yeah,
so
I forgot that you can only see one of his eyes. The other
I'll
one's
say-
covered. But he over dramatically like
Yeah.
Eh.
You see the whole face scrunch up. You
I
can
thought that was his intention. Yeah.
Mhm. Right.
Either way.
is there
You
something
can tell
we
it
could
was his
do
intention to wink.
is there something we could do to repay you for your kindness?
He's just gonna like wave his hand off like no. You're good.
Well, are you looking for work?
We do have a spot open now.
He's just gonna
Grackle,
shrug and be like, if you're offering.
Well, he's not wrong.
Yes, we are, I think. I'll look at the others to see if they're alright with that.
Rabbit just shrugs.
More the merrier, I suppose.
Right, then welcome to the team, teacher.
It's good to have another one-eyed person in the group. Love to see it.
They're starting to outnumber us, Grackle.
A little bit of a, like,
Grackle, you
a
gotta
shitty
join.
salute.
Old man holds up the knife.
I happen to rather like by both eyes.
You know what? Fair enough.
I also like both my eyes, and I'm sure Miss Maybell did too before one was taken. Anyways, right. I know that things got a bit heavy last night, considering I'm pretty sure I blacked out there for a minute. But we got the deed done.
Right.
Why are you all staring at me like that?
No, just yeah.
She's just gonna like
Do
put
you
his hands up
remember
like,
what
no.
When you,
He's like,
you know,
I'm staying out of this.
do you remember what happened when you blacked out there? Or not really.
I remember killing Coma.
But not after.
I mean, I remember that nothing happened, and I wink at Tiju. I look okay, like mentally stable for now.
Right. I see. Maybe this isn't the best type of conversation in the midst of others.
We'll talk about it later.
For sure. Yes.
I'll kind of go over to Ramper and just give him a hug.
I'll give you a hug back, like one of them one-armed hugs. Anyways, right, let's...
Where my hug at? Come on. No.
Where my
Oh,
Where my hug at?
come on in, bro. Group hug.
Group
Grackle,
hug.
you
Oh
can in
no,
on
I'm
this
gonna
shit.
be squished.
Everybody
Yeah, I'm gonna
join
be
in.
honest, y'all have fun with that.
I'm
Right.
gonna grab Grackle. Grab,
Right, let's grab Coma's belongings and then we'll make our way for the tour. Let's go in and get back with the Paragon if they're in town.
Mhm.
I'll
We
walk
don't-
over and see the bag gone. What the
Bag's
fuck?
there. It's just
It's
Oh.
just been looted through.
Where's
I
all
would
this
say-
shit?
There's a single card poking out of the top of it.
I
As soon
pick up
as you see the
card.
bag, Tisha's just gonna be like, it wasn't me.
No, I know who it was, but it's not that big of a deal. Right, we'll pick up the remainder of his stuff and continue on.
Tisha's gonna offer you to put anything that you like don't need to carry around with you in his bag of holding. So,
Oh.
you want to put anything in here?
Bag of holding go burr.
Oh, sure. I'll just literally, like, uncarrying of any of the stuff that he actually had anyways. I just throw it in the bag of holding. Consider that yours. Whatever he had left.
Whoop whoop. Free shit.
Just a side glance at Grackle while we leave.
Yeah.
Anyways. Right, let's head for that airship.
It's just like all you give him is like paperclip, lint, a quarter. Because Grackle's
bag.
already taken everything.
The bag to be in a bag, basically.
Yeah, just the bag.
So
The
you
bag.
guys step outside of the tavern here, and kind of just pulled out front is a caravan wagon with the dragon-like horses you saw before, ready to pull the cart. You see the nearby, just petting the creature, is the stable master you saw before. I wasn't sure you'd ever show up.
Sorry, we had a late night and ended up sleeping in.
Well, I won't blame you. Anyways, here's your ride.
A magnificent steed indeed.
You need anyone? You need me to send someone to drive the cart for you, or one of you got that?
I think it's manageable.
All right. Well,
I have driven before. I think we did this roll a long time ago.
yeah, it's just that these are a different creature than you'd be used to.
Right. What's the difference between driving this and a horse?
Not a whole lot. Just a bit more, they're calmer until they're not.
I see. Right.
Just,
Do they
just
usually
make sure it don't get into no trouble and you'll be fine.
are they meat eaters?
Omnivorous.
Understood. I'll offer it a snack before we get out of here.
Alrighty.
Pull out a ration.
You hold a ration in front of it, and just as you start to hear them go, be careful, make me a deck save.
Guidance?
If it's technically going to be an attack roll, can you have it make an attack against my AC instead? Or
I can, I guess.
I
it's
would
not
just
as much of an
prefer-
attack as it is just can you pull your fingers out of the way before it
No, and
catches you with the ration.
I get that, but I think I'd rather just go with the AC.
Alright, what's your AC?
My AC's 18.
Cool. I don't know how to handle
17,
this. It
sorry.
rolled in that one.
Oh,
It just goes to bite down on the ration and it just falls from its mouth.
You know what?
It's
Because
just
you
my
made me
hand.
roll, I'm gonna be a tad bit spiteful on this.
what? Why? What?
Because
I asked
I got in that one. Something bad has to happen.
to the dragon, baby, but not me.
Yeah, but
It's not my nat one.
You're within that one like range.
You're within that one
you're with
range.
me. You told me to make the roll when I told you to make one, so this partially falls on you as well.
I did what?
You know what?
Uh,
I believe there are 3 words that truly describe our situation. Sucks to suck.
Says the one not getting bit.
I'm going to say that you put the ration in front of the creature, and because just biting the air is boring, it really doesn't like whatever that is in that ration, and starts to buck around in its chassis. Would you call it?
How much to get someone to drive?
Little.
You see the man running over and starts like trying to calm the beast. I'll have him give a roll, and he goes, don't worry about it. I got someone who's probably heading into town.
I got it.
Yeah, he didn't roll well either.
Oh no.
The creature continues to buck, and they're all terrible rolls.
Miss
switching
Maybell,
dice.
you have your calm emotion spell.
Shit, hold on.
We do not have to waste a
come
spell
on.
slot on this. Like, trust me, bro. Just hold on.
Let him cook.
I have a question.
Okay.
If my memory serves correct, I got a natural 20 on a history check with these things.
I believe so, yes.
Can I have advantage on the animal handling?
Yeah, go ahead.
Never mind.
That still works out.
Never mind, Jade's got it.
Cool.
Well, you can still roll as well if you like, Grackle.
He didn't ask the GM. He didn't say anything. He just
Honestly, I
no.
thought that was your role when I first glanced over.
I want you guys to
Two of
just
them
turn
too.
as you guys are all talking. You just look over and Jade's just petting him. I don't know what you guys are having so much problem with.
I will say, between the two of you going over and calming it, it does seem to start to relax. And to give Boney a benefit because he actually asked to roll, it's kind of, in a friendly way, like pushes its head against him. Nuzzles Grackle in a sense. He'll look and go, that's better. I actually think you're fine.
I said, I drive.
Right, I'm climbing into the cart.
I'll drive.
Actually, you have to do something else first. I will say, I will hand him the stuff for settling it up to the cart.
It's already set up to the cart.
Oh, it's already set up to it. Got
That's
it.
what I was saying.
Okay.
The man was kind of already there with it ready.
Got it. Okay.
He got it
Never
ready
mind.
since you guys were running late.
I'm just climbing into the cart.
Yeah, no, everyone in the cart.
Everybody in the car. Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Me and Como will get on the cart.
You all climb in. Do you have Coma's body in you right now?
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Forgot that you just have Coma's body in you right now.
Did
I
you
also forgot about
exchange
that.
your previous skeleton for Coma's?
He had said that last time. Yeah.
Cool. I'm just making sure. The guy kind of glances and for a couple moments will stare and go, I don't remember that skeleton having clothes. Well, you lot take care out there.
Oh yeah.
It's totally dressed up as Como was.
He's gonna flick the guy like a gold coin and be like,
Yeah, we found him sorting through a bag of like a ton of separate stuff. 90% sure he like stole everything that wasn't tied down in that bar. So have fun with that. Bye.
Wait, what?
Nice.
It just goes.
As the carriage starts to pull away, you see the man kind of look at you guys, look back, and then runs inside.
Bye. Have a wonderful time.
Seriously, Grackle, you had to say something.
Obviously, then I couldn't take credit.
Take credit for what?
Nothing.
We have to return this, you know that, right?
Nuh-uh.
If you remember, you're actually dropping it off at the
We're dropping it
stable.
off, but it's still a return to somebody he knows. Like,
Yeah, but that's the thing, is if they get the message first or not.
well, not to mention,
Really?
I just blamed it on Coma.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. He didn't say I did it. It's
Mhm.
just, oh yeah, that
Hasn't
body, it's a thief.
Yeah, that body, it's a thief. He was
Which-
sorting through a pile of a ton of stolen goods. I don't know where they
Which
went.
it's
but
more a
he killed
case of
it.
when word reaches town, people are just going to be a bit afraid of him because it's like he caught a thief and now just displays the body. Ooh, that's hardcore.
That's
a big
hardcore.
You'll keep your friends close, your enemies closer.
right.
This is
As
as
we
close
were-
as I can get.
As we're riding along, Rampart is going to say, so there's one more thing we need to discuss before we arrive, unfortunately.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What all are we going to tell them?
What do you mean?
What about Kuma?
I mean, what are we going to tell the Paragon about Coma?
Oh man, Coma died.
I-
Sucks.
That's
Has
got
with the job,
served.
I guess.
We could even say that he died when he fell out of the ship.
Hmm. Then
No.
that just sounds like a blunder. I think we should just be honest.
We work
I
in the
killed him.
profession.
I mean, I think
He tried to kill. He was trying to kill us, so we killed him.
See, just tell the Paragon we kill him. I'm pretty sure she'd be like, oh,
Mhm.
okay, and then just beat him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she'd be like, "Oh,
Please,
and
Crackle,
then-
never get your voice that high pitched again.
What?
No, when your impression is what I'm saying.
Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about.
What
Right,
impression?
okay.
What are you talking about, Ryan?
Brom, I will
Tries
not be
to wink
gaslit.
at tries to wink at Grackle, but just looks like he's blinking.
He just like turns around, faces Grackle in the eyes, blinks, and then turns back around.
Turns back. He never was good at winking.
Especially with only one eye.
Right.
One eye at a time, blink.
Right, okay. Anyways, so we're just going to tell them then?
I mean, yeah.
I think.
I just was making sure we were all on the same page on that one.
Right. I think just letting the Paragon know. I mean, she should definitely understand. Yeah.
Right. I think that's the only thing I really would discuss at all, unless somebody else has something.
No, nothing I
No.
can think of. I mean,
Oh,
so
actually,
TJ, you're coming
Crackle,
along, huh?
Yeah.
real quick, I just wanted to check with you. You wouldn't have happened to have seen where that thief took that amulet, would have you?
What?
No, he's talking to Grackle.
The amulet.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Can I insight check that? His deception's probably going to beat the shit out of my insight, but can I do that anyways?
I like to think Brom's trying to help Grackle, but he's like, yeah, what amulet? Blinks, and it just helps out Rhymeford instead. No.
Oh, he rolled deception.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
what amulet? He's just wearing it.
He's just wearing it.
Oh yeah, no.
That's what the nat 1 was.
Yep, no.
Nope.
Go ahead.
Right. I mean, I got nothing else.
Well, I'm.
I will.
won't worry
Oh,
about it.
you know what? I will say this. I wish you knew where it was, because if you did, then we would at least be able to get a reward for it for turning it in.
I doubt you'll have to worry about that.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, back to Tiju. You asking Tiju stuff, bro?
Right, yeah, so you're coming along with us, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You mentioned something about being from Orenchi before?
Yeah, I grew up there.
Oh, I gotcha. Right, were you already with the Orenchians or no?
Can you say that again? I didn't hear you. You cut out.
Ugh, my thing has just been cutting out. Like, I don't know what it
I
is.
heard you
It's
pretty
probably
clearly.
my
I
internet.
think it
Don't
was
worry
on-
about it.
It's probably
Wrong
just
side.
Mine does that all the time.
Really? But yeah, he's like, you were already with the Orenchians, weren't you, or no?
It's just gonna nod and be like, yeah, I was.
Oh, I gotcha. So then, were you on the ship?
No. He's like, I got lost.
In the Grand
I'm not very good
Ruin?
with directions.
Wait, but it's so far away. We've been on a sky ship for. You see him start counting on his hands. I don't even know how many days now. Wow.
Tisha's just like, I can't. He's just gonna point at his eye and be like, I can't see very well. My
Oh.
depth perception isn't the best. And it's just like, and not many people like giant snakes around them.
Right.
So I just kind of went the other direction than
Huh.
the mean villages. He's like, I got
Alright.
very lost, but thankfully I'm here now.
Well, all
Right.
then. Great. Well, I don't have any other questions. I suppose we should probably head back to the ship.
Yeah.
You just try to do something in the background.
Don't mind me. That's the DM's message for we should stall a little longer.
Just like
a
3
little-
seconds. I'm
Right.
almost
Alright.
there.
So to stall
I'm
for a little
stalling.
bit, Miss Mabel, Brom, what is it you were going to tell me?
Oh, right.
Right.
We are in quiet company after all.
Why, I suppose, not why, but who is Durepsky?
My eyes go a bit wider, and I look at Miss Mabel and look at him. Why would you know about that, Brom?
Well, you were kind of screaming it while you were stomping on Coma's head yesterday. Had to, jump on you and stop you.
I was real scared.
Ryan swallows hard and looks between the two of you. Right. Well,
Don't have to say it if you're not ready.
no, that's all right. I think I've kind of spoiled the whole occasion with that one.
To be fair, I don't. There was gonna be a lot more of me doing that with a knife in like 10 seconds.
Well, the biggest thing is that Trebsky is someone I'm looking for. I haven't found him yet, but it's one of my primary goals. I intend to do much worse to him than we could have ever done to Coma.
Right.
Hey, trust me, I know a guy who knows a guy. Here's his business card.
He just hands you a business card of it's him. Just
Yeah,
says,
it's
I'm
just
him.
me.
It's literally his own business card.
Business card.
I will say this. If we ever do come across him traveling together, don't stop me.
Well, no, I'm gonna help you.
I mean, like, you
Well,
okay?
don't kill him either. There's a lot of answers he needs to give me.
Okay.
It's important to me. Especially to make him suffer just as much as he made my family.
What exactly
Any way we can.
did he do?
He not only used me, he lied to me, and I believed him. And then he slowly but surely experimented on my mother and sister, who had already been bedridden, until they finally died.
Oh. Well, I just hope we find him.
I will.
Sorry, that's gonna be tough. Oh, hey, no, that reminds me, actually, I need to ask about Cade. I'll be right back. It's gonna go back over to TG. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have, when wandering around, seen a tall, older human guy, soaked and have a beard, eye patch just like this one, gold armor, insignia of Halotl on it. His name's Cade.
Tisha's just gonna like think really hard for a second and be like, "No, I don't think so."
I see. Well, it was worth a shot. As if he's gonna go back to over to the others.
I'm just gonna give Rampart some comfort. Or like you know, the regular comforting things.
Yeah, now I feel like the weird one. I don't really have any like someone I want to kill as for like backstory reasons.
Mhm.
Kind of a
Well,
normal dude.
I mean, that's probably
I know,
a good
right?
thing. Although I
You're
wouldn't
not
exactly call you normal.
killed Cade, right? You're just looking for them.
Oh no, I'm trying to find Cade. I don't know what happened to him. All the local zealots kind of blame me for his death, but I wouldn't do that. So I'm trying to find out what happened to Cade and where he's gone.
How
That way,
did he go missing in the first place?
honestly, I don't know. It was near midwinter. He had been gone for weeks, and they started pointing fingers, wondering where he was. Some said maybe he died outside of the walls, but somewhere, somehow, the notion got out that I must have killed him. And, well, one thing led to another, and here we are.
So that's why you
Funny.
originally came to Oretia.
Mhm. Right. I was
see.
hoping maybe I might find him somewhere within the city.
Well, it seems right now we're going to be doing some serious traveling. So we might come across him.
I hope so. I just hope he's alright. No, he's definitely alright. Cade, yeah, no, I don't need to worry. That guy can handle himself.
You said he wore golden armor. Was that because of some sort of prestige?
Oh, yeah, no, Cade was like the hero of my hometown. He was like a big deal, you know. Yeah, no, it's
I just remember you mentioning the name in passing before. I hadn't heard the whole story.
right. Yeah, no, for sure. I forgot that I haven't mentioned it too well. So much has been happening recently. I haven't really been stopping and thinking to ask people. But
I see.
I guess all the talk about people from the past just reminded me.
A gentle but firm fist will kind of bump against your knee, Brom, and pizza time.
Pizza time.
Oh, I forgot
And
to go
pizza
down and get my
time.
food. That's right.
As
That's
then you hit his knees like, "Oh, what you want to go?" Just no.
It's not fat in the car.
Oh, do I get to kill another friend?
No, Jade.
Why did you sound so happy to do that?
Jeju is just like cleaning his
Yeah.
like
I'm
armor
bringing
he
it
has on his snake body in the back. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Good, oh, good.
Why would I not be happy about killing my friends?
Why would you be happy about that?
Why would I?
What?
I don't
I still
understand.
don't get you, Jade. So don't. Right. Well then. For what it's worth, I understand why you would try to, take out Coma that way.
Oh, nobody understands me. Don't worry about it.
I just want to say, I'm not mad at you for
It's
it,
not a face, Mom.
in case you were wondering.
Oh. No, I wasn't worried.
Okay, good. Just wanted to clear that out.
Ferguson is getting in trouble. I can hear my sister yelling at Gers. Ferguson. He's getting in trouble because he wants to go outside, but he just came back inside. He's such a
I'll let
kid.
you. I lean into you and say, I'll let you get the next one.
Well, I'm going to.
Like the next fight we get in, it's gonna be like Jade standing there like he's almost dead. I'm like, here you go, Rom.
You're gonna be watching Brom like try and solo something and just getting his ass kicked. You're like, you got this, Brom. It's all you.
You got this, bro. It's all you.
He's like, actually, Jade, I could use some help. Nope. I said you could have
Nope,
the next
it's all
one.
you.
get to keep it. I ain't gonna steal that from you. Brom just actually full on dies. No.
Just full on dies. Don't worry, I can bring you back for free.
I know, he's great. It's great. Zealot, baby. Woot woot.
Salad, baby.
I mean, bro, I thought you said you got this. You're like gurgling up blood on the ground.
Yeah, as he has
Spit
no
blood.
arms left, they've just been ripped off.
I guess I have to step in.
You guys want to play cards?
I'll play cards.
All right.
You said that I couldn't play last time because it wouldn't be fair, but I want to play now.
You know how to play, correct?
How to play what?
You know how to play, right?
Oh,
Correct?
yeah, of course. Of course I know how to play.
Alright, cool. This is going to be a small experiment of mine.
Good to know.
All right.
See how both of you are good at lying and cheating.
Me, who just got an 18.
You're already like sorting the deck while Grekel is talking.
Right.
It's like, we are going to play Fate Poker. I am not going to cheat. Well, I am going to cheat, but you're not going to be able to tell I cheated. I want you to cheat. If I catch you, you lose. Deal?
All right.
Okay.
Also, if you win, you get like pot or whatever, but that doesn't really matter anymore.
We get
It's gonna
pot.
give you weed.
Right.
He's gonna give us weed. Yeah, baby. No.
If you
I
win, you
yes,
get
give me
this
the
fat
fucking good kush. I
stogie.
can't believe
Yeah,
this.
yeah, Knuckles.
If you
Weed.
win, you get this fat stogie.
The weed crystal.
You are what you eat,
get to
Sonic.
hit this.
Why
How's
would
that
you
a
eat
bong?
Sonic? Okay, I guess,
Oh,
God, I don't know how
plus
to lie.
15.
I'll be cheating.
Teacher will play
cheating.
as well.
Should
why
I
not?
do like a perception to notice that, or like a?
You can
If you'd like.
certainly try.
If you'd like to try and catch him cheating.
Sure.
Looks
Man,
You don't
these
notice.
cards look pretty tasty.
You don't notice, but Grackle moves your eye patch from one eye to the other.
Man, it got dark really quickly.
It's like, man. It's like, man, have I got blind?
Wait, who turned the lights off? Looks around.
Wearing a card.
Yeah. Oh.
It suddenly got dark outside.
It's like, man, the sun's going down quicker than usual.
Wow, it's sleepy time.
Are we in a tunnel?
All right. Goes to bed.
Alright, he just passes it like a fucking horse. You put a fucking blanket over them and they just sleep until they
Sleep.
die.
Sleep. No.
What?
What? Wait, what did you say, Clay?
Yeah, you put a blanket over a horse's face, they'll just sleep, and then they will just continue to sleep until they die.
What?
Yeah,
Yep, they will.
welcome back.
I came
That's
back just
okay.
for horse facts.
Yeah, for horse
Really?
face.
Horse.
Horse.
Anyways, Clay, would you like to roll deception or sleight of hand for your chance at winning Fate to
Sure.
Poker?
Sure, they're both the same, so
You guys decided to do poker?
10.
I got an 18. Beat that.
Yeah, it's real quick. Grackle just wins the game immediately.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, for one, let me actually roll perception to see if I notice either of these.
You're in nat 20 watts and just like
Bogish.
nat 1.
I just won too fast.
Yeah.
Just one too fast.
I like to think Grackle was so like
He was so focused in on
on
his
making
own
sure-
things
on
that
his
he
own
didn't notice
cheating.
that.
He didn't notice anyone else cheating. Braum, who's holding 30 cards right now.
Braum was just hurling 30 cards. And Miss Mabel thought we were playing Goldfish.
It is a mess of a game between the three of you. Grackle suddenly
I'm
has
just
the
looking on in
realization.
astonishment.
Grackle, you suddenly have the realization that that this is probably due to the fact that you forgot one key aspect of Fey Poker.
A dealer.
Yeah, the Fey mediator.
Yeah.
Closest thing to that would be Jade. Jade,
Also,
get in
found,
here.
I found the original picture for I just really like this image.
All right
She's
then.
intent is crazy.
It's Grackle.
H, I found who I'm playing in your one shot.
Bet.
Frog.
Yeah, that's it.
Anyways, we're gonna jump ahead a little bit. The cart starts to get closer to town. Pulling up, you can see the town ahead of you. A wall surrounding the whole thing. The odd or farmhouses scattered throughout the road as you get closer. You can see though that there is a kind of a side. The road splits off along the side of the wall and would go towards where the airship is currently docked. Are you guys going to head into town or go straight to the airship?
Straight to the airship.
Probably straight to the airship, yeah. Gotta let them know we're okay.
Yeah.
All right, if there's no objections.
My silence is meaning I'm good with it.
You're also eating.
I just wanted to give it a second in case anyone had a rebuttal, but you start to make your way towards the airship. You can see movement outside. It seems that a couple of crates are being loaded up. Not a whole lot of activity. It seems there's a slight patrol going around, but not a lot at the moment. And you make it basically all the way there. As you all are getting out of the cart, I presume, you can see that a guard is approaching you all. You have some time until he gets to where you are, but he's coming down from
Is
one
he
of the...
wearing a Rentian armor?
Yes.
Okay. I'll say, Grackle, would you go ahead and pull over here and let us head in?
I mean, if I can figure out how to pull over.
I would hope you know how to just rear the reins and,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
start
yeah,
with
yeah, yeah. So, see how that works.
I know how to. I know how to. I know how
I'm
to.
just going to hop off the cart while he does that. Great, enjoy your time.
Brom thinks it's a game and also like jumps out of the cart.
Well, I figure we're moving slow. Like, we could hop from the cart, right?
Right. It wouldn't be like a high speed dash. You just like hop
We're
out.
not galloping, it's just a slow trot. Like,
Right.
am I wrong about that?
No, you're fine.
Okay,
I'm not telling you to
Take
roll a deck
47
save right now.
bludgeoning. I'm kidding.
that's fair. All right,
It's
so
actually
I
a sheer
will,
cliff right there.
hop out of the cart. Brom, I guess, follows with me, and then I'm going to say, right, we're going to go introduce ourselves once again. You know how it goes, and then make sure that we're at the right airship.
Should we bring Jade along too?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
I think it's best if he stays with the cart first.
Oh, right, the body.
I don't want to stay here.
We really probably should get the clothes and flesh off of it.
You can come up after we make sure that nobody is going to try to stab you because you have a human skeleton inside of you.
They didn't stab me before.
But if this ends up being the other airship that was supposed to be accompanying us, then they might not know that not to stab you.
Fuck them.
Okay, I need to ask real quick. What do you mean other airship?
Oh, yeah, I was like, wait, there's another airship.
They said that there was supposed to be another airship heading out after us.
No.
I thought they said that.
I never said that, so...
Okay. I was wrong. Well, then come on, Jade. If it's the same airship, then
Immediately
it's
starts
fine.
checking the notes.
You think
But
I
I
would
swear
write
to
something
God,
like that in notes?
if we get up there and they're like, "Oh, this is the wrong airship. Your Paragon's in another airship," we're gonna have problems.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said. I wouldn't have directly said, "Nah, you're misremembering something." If it wasn't the case.
Okay, fair enough. Anyways, That means we're good to go. If you are, Raz.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say, Gregory, it's easy to stop the carriage.
Alright,
Unless you really want to roll for it.
not particularly.
Cool. You stop the carriage and I take it all of you hop out?
Babies, what you doing, kids?
Pretty much.
Clay's getting attacked by small
I do. Hold
cats.
on, I'm dealing with babies.
Clay's getting harassed by the kittens.
Just tell me when you're ready, Clay.
we're not gonna hear back from Clay for the rest of the night. Clay's being
No, Clay's
assassinated
just-
by cute kittens.
Yeah, probably. They went for the feet first.
Gross. Like a pervert.
I don't see
Well,
the
Gizzy
harm
and
in
Gadget,
scratching
they
the
like
feet.
attacking feet.
Yeah, we're just gonna move forward.
We're just gonna
before
move
these two
forward,
get
pretend Miss
weirder.
Mabel's there. Yeah.
Clay's probably just kicking them out of their room.
Probably. But regardless, while they do that, you all begin to make your way forward. The guard kind of approaches you all, looks between you all and goes, through the door right there. Paragon
Alright.
wants to speak with you all.
Oh, great. She's expecting us. Good. We'll, I guess, through the door.
Through the
then.
door.
Yeah. So go in.
Yeah. You head into the door. The guard kind of follows along beside you all. Right ahead of you, there's a staircase that he leads you towards. And past that, you get directed towards where you have learned before is where the Paragon stays on the ship. Again, just stop me if you have any questions or comments, but
No.
they direct you through. Yeah?
I was just gonna say, do we see into like the Paragon's chamber beforehand or no?
You went through there briefly when looking for her during while you're on the ship before.
Gotcha.
When you were trying to find where she was on the ship.
Mhm.
So you roughly know that where you're being directed towards.
Mhm.
You seem to be getting a lot of people looking at you as you're passing through. Seems guards who are stationed along the path you travel. There's not a lot of people.
I'm assuming
seems-
looks of disdain.
It's well, most of them you can't see their actual faces. You know, Rentian masks and
mask.
whatnot. But you can tell that they are watching you as you pass through.
Okay.
Tishu is gonna kind of like fall back in the like crowd of the party because he looks a little uncomfortable. He's just like, ugh.
But yes, you make your way through the airship, enter through a door, and a long hallway is ahead of you. Down at the end of it, you can see two of the more elite Arentian guards who are usually guarding the Paragon. As well as standing, or no, actually, just as you kind of enter and start walking by them, one of them nods to the other, and the one, I'll say on your left, begins walking past you all out the door.
Okay.
The other stays behind. The first guard, though, directs you through and into a room labeled laboratory. as you
Okay.
enter through, uh, uh, as you enter through, uh, yeah, sorry. As you enter through, you can see past a whole bunch of tables of equipment, different machinery strewn about, as well as a large collection of books, scrolls, and whatnot. Different study material. You see at a desk near the back is the Paragon, who, as you kind of walk in and a guard clears his throat entering, she kind of jumps up and goes, "Oh, oh, hey everybody! Oh, hey bestie!" Gives a wave.
Tiju's
So-
gonna part himself from the crowd and be like, "Hey!" and go fucking dap her up.
Bestie.
You see as Tiju passes by you all, and him and the Paragon basically do elaborate high five with each other.
They do a secret
Okay.
handshake.
Oh,
Oh, you.
Yeah, I
He's
could
just gonna be
trust you.
standing next to her with his arms crossed, just like,
Wait.
hell yeah.
Harry, you know Tuju?
Who?
Tuju, the snake person.
Oh! Yeah, Tiju turns to Tiju and winks.
He's just gonna like over dramatically wink again, and he's gonna like quote unquote step forward a little bit and be like, "It's about time you all knew the truth. I was sent to bring you guys here by the Paragon. My name is
Red?
Setzelaire Fire Basin."
As what
Red is-
though?
You said this was going to make me go, really? But I already knew this.
I didn't know this.
Oh,
You know,
Holy
but
shit.
they didn't.
There's
Also,
no reason I should technically know, but I'm saying that I figured this was the case. Because here, can I break it down real quick?
cookie for
If you
you.
insist.
Why would Tiju have agreed to come with us at all after watching us kill a person and fucking them having been a rogue and everything else? All the extra stuff that got played out there was like Tiju wouldn't have just agreed to go with us for no reason. I fucking knew this. I'm not going to
You
say
say that
really
as though
because
just
this is what
ignoring the
fuck.
sense of a player wants to join the party.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, the fact that you invited them to join.
I did invite them to join, but
You
I
directly said,
legitimately
"Are you
told
looking
them-
for work?"
Oh, I didn't know you were sure like
Would-
that. Something Fireblood.
something Fireblood.
Basin.
Fire Basin.
Okay, something
Is his
Fire
last name.
Basin. Got it.
Yes,
I
Setzelaire
didn't know you were
Fire
chill
Basin.
like that.
And he just says, "You can call me Setzel."
All right.
Settled Fire Basin.
Yeah, sorry, I had to send someone to get you, and I figured he was the one I could trust most to do it quietly and with the least problems. Because there's, I mean, you could have sent more. You see she's kind of nervously trying to think of words to say.
Miss Maybell, you didn't send any more sendings to the Paragon?
Sorry, I got distracted by
Mhm.
everything that
Oh,
happened.
we
you
thought
know.
like a ghost cat and then a ghost person and there was a wizard.
There was a lot
Well,
that
the
happened
big
in a
thing-
short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Big thing that
Oh, and
happened
also-
that really got us messed up. Everyone, if you'll calm down. The biggest thing, Paragon, firstly, I'd like to apologize for my mishaps. Secondly, it was mainly Coma. He caused this major issue.
Uh, oh, and where is... As she is interrupted by the door slamming open behind you all,
Mhm.
storming in scarily fast, seemingly enhanced through magic, is Captain Goose. Uh,
Captain Goose.
and she is immediately going to try and uh, knock Reinpert over.
Oh,
Whoa.
Reinpert, can you make me a athletics or acrobatics?
I'll just go with it willingly.
Alrighty. You get knocked over as Goose has a kind of stands over top of you, sword drawn towards your neck, and looks to all of you and goes, "You all had better start explaining right now."
Coma.
I fucked up, firstly.
Oh, really? Did you?
Hopping off the ship was not a good choice. That wasn't
No?
a question, that was a statement. I know it sounded like a question.
No, it really wasn't, was it?
Right, for that I can only
Why?
do... The only thing I can do is apologize. I thought
Why'd
that
you
it
do
would
it?
be...
Think real hard before you answer.
I thought it would be better to try to combat that thing from the ground. I didn't realize that that was going to cause the entire thing to just rupture right then and there. I had no idea what that contraption did.
No idea what the contraption did. The anchor we told you to drop, and that was all.
We dropped it. I didn't know it would completely obliterate the thing. I was trying to combat it.
By running away?
I don't think I was trying to run away, but it was really difficult to try to get back up after what had happened.
We were more so trying to distract it from the ship. I mean, we had been fighting this thing for some time now. I imagine it would have been quite invested with us if the anchor hadn't completely destroyed it.
I'll tell you this. First off, it was a stupid idea. You thought you were going to fight it from the ground? What, the thing that was thousands of feet in the air with us? Oh, you thought that would be your best bet to distract it? What, from the giant airship in front of it? Your little specks would be a distraction to that thing?
Yeah.
I need to tell you now. Right now, I have a good few dozen troops out there who are ready to tear you apart because you've all been deemed unofficially traitors to the Empire.
Speaking of traitors, Coma's dead.
Oh, I thought you were mad at us about his name. Him using. You know, I'm not gonna say anything anymore. He realizes, you know, I think I'm gonna.
And there is a good reason we did that. See, Coma had been acting more off than normal. We wanted to get him off the ship
Crackle,
so that...
can we handle one problem at a time? Seriously.
Can you let me talk?
No, because you're currently making things worse.
Oh, I'm curious. Let him speak.
Cool.
I
Yeah, we
want to
found
hear
this.
all of this.
He's going to flick the necklace to Goose.
Uh,
There's someone on
she'll-
the inside. I don't know who. I don't know what. Someone gave this to Coma. It blocked the trial. There is someone with us that is not with us.
You know when he got this?
The time I noticed it was around we got on the ship.
And you got on the ship.
I think he was a plant or something of that nature.
She's gonna pull her sword away from Reinpert. pace a few moments ago. You're still all idiots for jumping over.
Fully aware, yeah. That was not exactly the smartest plan, but we had to get him away from the ship. The Paragon's safety comes first.
The idea for the plan was my fault. Jumping off, I mean.
I definitely didn't hate fire there. I thought it would have been cool.
That was pretty cool.
It was. I did a backflip.
Jay just leans over and goes, I just didn't want to get left behind.
Reinpert will not get up, but will switch positions to where he's more in a bowing position. I am regrettably sorry. I regret everything that I did, and I understand that my decisions ended up causing a lot of delay and a lot of concern on the behalf of what was going on. I cannot fix that because it has already happened, but I look to serve Arentia as best as I can.
Personally, I'm in it for the money. But, like, pop off, I guess.
We're going to have to talk about this later. Because I have to figure out some way to clear all your names.
Against the traitor thing.
Could I ask you something, Captain?
You might as well.
Is there any way I could take full brunt of the blame for this?
No. No, that will cause difficulties amidst the missions.
What if I
As
were
far
to
as
suffer
anyone
a
will be
trial?
concerned, everything that happened was at the fault of Coma.
I mean, not technically wrong.
You caught him fleeing the ship after the storm arrived. You pursued him, and you killed him.
Super simple stupid.
Yeah, what he said.
Do not answer any questions further than that about what has happened, unless it is with someone in this room. Understood?
Picture perfect.
Yes.
All right. Here,
What?
take a deep breath and go. All right, so you should really be thankful of the Paragon.
I am nothing but.
You should be, considering if it was my choice, you would all be dead right now. No offense.
Speaking of people dying,
I wave.
yeah. You guys don't need that for evidence reasons, right?
This? She holds it in her hand.
Well, no, the Coma's corpse.
Looks at Jade.
Yeah, looks at Jade, stares. If the skull wasn't in 20 pieces, I'd have it hanging up as a decoration.
Well, it looks normal to them because I've pieced it back together.
I like to imagine every now and again, though, just one little part starts
One
to
little
drift
shard,
away.
like, stuck
One little star just like
Yeah,
moves,
for
it
sure.
moves back.
He pushes it back and says, oh, that's not supposed to do that.
It's kind of
Anyway.
like stand in water. It kind of like all the pieces shift constantly in the waves.
Anyway, I gotta go, write a letter.
If we were to shake Jade, it'd be like a snow globe.
That's really funny.
Yeah, the Paragon, or the Goose will then just take a seat in a chair nearby and seemingly have a wave of exhaustion hit her as the Paragon clears her throat and goes, anyways, you see her and Setzel are playing a game between while her with her mechanical arms while she still stares at you all. We go. So, how was your trip?
Fun. We got this weird dragon horse thing. Killed Coma. That was pretty interesting.
Right.
I stole a ton of stuff.
We fought that archmage and some ghost cats, and we didn't
Oh, I
pretty
did
good
that.
at that.
Right, which reminds me, Miss Maybell, do you still have those books?
Should. Oh, pulling out of my bag.
I thought you said,
carefully.
"Oh shit."
I'll place the books that were quite deteriorated from that. This is something we brought back with us, thought you might have some interest in.
Oh, really? What's it about?
So I'll tell her the one is the Archmage's spell book. Then the other is a journal, and then I forget what the third was. It only 2, or was there 3?
I think it was just 2, and it was the
It was
journal.
the spell book, the journal, and then there was another book. I don't have
one
the
that
name
I
right in front
would
of me,
have
but it was
damaged
the
if I
book
hadn't been super
of.
careful with, right?
It was that, but it was the book on
The original.
No, it was on what did I call it? Like the loss of end of something. It's the book that mentioned the Mole Queen.
Right. One is also something that categorizes the Mole Queen.
Hail's a mole queen.
I don't know, but the name keeps popping up.
Can we
it was
get a
mole-
splashy potion that has something to do about that?
Paragon, does the Mole Queen ring any bells for you, if you don't mind?
Let me do a dice roll. Can't say I recognize it.
Right.
Setzel's gonna chime in and be like, "Why don't we ask Mom and Dad?"
They're all the way in Arentia.
Excuse me.
Wait, Mom and Dad? I'm sorry.
Yeah?
Okay, that part I didn't think.
Like your mom and dad? Or Tiju? Wait, not Tiju.
Is this like an hour situation?
Mom and dad.
Yes?
Wait, yeah, wait a minute.
Oh.
Setzel's just gonna look over at y'all and be like, "The Pentagon is my sister."
What? But the lower halves do not.
Ah, yes, my
Look-
sister, the Pentagon.
Oh,
I was gonna say.
Pentagon.
He fully said the Pentagon, like with a straight face.
So
The
that
Pentagon.
makes you Iranian royalty.
I'm
And you
adopted, but yes.
were sitting in a bar
In the roof.
in a roof.
Watch us murder someone. Who's Coma? Huh? Far out?
How long ago did you send Tiju to find us, just out of curiosity? Oh, sorry. Svetzel.
I sent Set out a while ago. It would have been, they've been keeping watch for the last day or 2.
Oh, so they were to wait at that bar and watch for us.
Well, they've been kind of just sent to keep an eye on the roads heading in.
Right. I am really sorry for what happened, Paragon.
Well, good. Don't do it again.
No
I
problem.
don't intend to.
Right, yeah.
But I had fun.
Right. I will pull out some of our other stuff. And don't we still have something we're not sure what does? What it do?
Do you?
We have the skull from Miss Mabel's thing. It's that.
That's like a
Not
relic.
the skull.
Relic.
That's the skull. I've got the glove. Didn't
Yeah,
we
I have
have
a
like a
ring.
machine?
Actually, I don't remember.
That was
Oh.
the thing in the box. What was it?
Oh, there was a Sid town that Tomo was trying to pretend to be Goose in.
Are you talking about the signet ring?
Was it the
Yeah,
signet
Yeah, it
ring
was
had
the
it on
Rom's
top?
wearing the signet ring.
No, the one for well, that's the one, yeah, for from the box. I'm talking about the compass ring.
Oh, right, the one that
right. I
points
have
in
the compass ring,
just a direction.
which apparently leads somewhere. That
Miss
Oh,
Maybell
good.
has that, but that's Miss Maybell's.
that's my thing.
Right. If it helps at all with what you're reading through, at least for the rest of the day, would you like to hold on to these and see if they make any difference? I'll pull off the glove and ask Brom for the signet ring.
Oh, but I liked it. He says as he takes it off and hands it to you.
But we'll get them back later. Just leave these with the Paragon for now.
Oh, okay. Alright.
This is if you want to study these things. I'm not impeding, am I?
Oh no, that. She'll, while talking to you, start kind of gently flipping through a couple pages. Yeah. And then she'll pause for a few. She'll start flipping through and going. Yeah. Anyways, so you found these on an archmage?
We found an Archmaid's burial site, the closest thing I could think to it. I think
Something
they fell
gray.
in there and the chest ended up on top of them. Or something like that.
Right. Crushed them. Couldn't get it off.
We found it in the great ruins as we were making our way through.
Said her name was something Rain.
St. Clair, actually.
That's what it was.
Crap,
Sinclair,
it's
right?
gone. Nah.
Yeah, kind of to dip.
Right. Well,
Oh,
either way,
Where did Tiju go? They just disappear.
Where did Tetsu go?
They're in the roof. No.
They're in the walls.
They're in
what
the
could we
goddamn
do?
walls. Anyways,
What could we do for you today to make up for lost time?
Oh, well, now that you guys are here, I think we're probably gonna try and take off pretty soon. Her voice trails off as she leans closer to the book.
Right. What time are we heading out? Do we have a time?
Brom, let's let her read. Firstly, we need to talk to Goose again. There's more info I need to give her.
I thought that was a pretty important.
Goose is still in the room.
Looks at Goose.
I'm not saying we shouldn't. I'm just saying let's pick up where we left off with that. Let her read for a minute and then we can talk to her again when she's done reading, is what I was more meaning with that. Not that we're leaving.
Sure. I was gonna say, I don't think
Gotcha.
she's gonna be done reading for a minute.
Captain,
Yes.
I guess we're an open book to any questions you might have otherwise. Tell you what we saw, what we went through, things we did. Is there anything you want to know?
Really, I don't think a lot of what happened is my concern right now.
Understood.
Actually, I got one for you. You were very convinced before you jumped off the ship that there was a monument in our midst.
Extremely, yeah. There's
Did
no
you
other
know it
reason
was
he has
coma? Do you know if it was coma?
that. Okay. For
no,
one,
we don't. We don't know for sure on that.
for
We
one,
think whoever the mall is probably the one that gave him that necklace.
Wait, there's
or
a
at the very
mole running
least,
around on the ship.
debatably, we're 90% sure.
Well, here's the thing for you. Next time you start to have your own suspicions, come speak to me. Don't start talking to each soldier you come across, 'cause that's how the rumors started going around that you lot were the spies.
Right.
They're spies.
Brom, we've had this
We've yet to find
conversation
any.
before.
We have?
Yes.
You know what the problem with your theory is?
That comb was too stupid to have been a mole.
There's that, yes. But also that I know of these necklaces. Didn't think you'd get one.
What does that mean?
They've been seen around Orentia here and there. They're newer, but they're not everywhere yet.
I see.
We're trying to crack down on them because if people learn that the fires of the ancients are no longer an assurance, now that's not very good for maintaining the peace.
Well, yes. It seemed rather odd that the guy who's the closest to the Paragon, or can get pretty close to the Paragon, who is very much, anti-monarchy, and is already on a short leash, suddenly gets the thing that would allow him to do some interesting things.
Yes, it's likely why they gave it to him, is that he was close to the Paragon. We're doing a further investigation later, but for now, all I can say is I don't believe he was actually the spy responsible for the storm.
Ripert will pick up with a big idea in his brain. Wait, Jade, you brilliant genius, and I kiss his goo.
Oh, that's gross.
Don't put that in quotes, please.
You know what that's been. Yeah, put I kiss his goo and
It's been consuming the very thing that we need. Right. I need you to do me a favor, Jade. Can we please have his multi-pieced skull? Just for a moment.
Oh yeah, speak with dead.
Right. Exactly, Grackle.
I don't know if you can speak with shattered skulls, but okay.
Maybe we could get a description of the person that he had spoken to.
I mean, its jaw's broken too. His skull's in many pieces. So
Actually, pull up speak with dead.
you might have to use some mending on it.
We could do that. I don't see the harm in that.
And then I
We
put it
just
on.
need
Put it on the Paragon's desk.
Because it just requires a corpse.
Yeah.
It just has to have a mouth. So
It has a
as
mouth,
long as it has a jaw.
You mean the jaw that Ryan Pert stomped on repeatedly?
Oh,
I
yeah,
will say,
that
if
might
they
be a
do
mouth.
that, I'll tell them everything they need to know.
The man who said he was stomping on it while people were trying to pull him away, the already dead man whose
So we're
But
gonna
I
need
have-
body
like
was
20
highly
minutes to cast
shriveled.
mending.
I can do that.
Correctly,
I don't
speak with the dead. Usually, they will cooperate with you sometimes.
They have to give truthful answers.
Yeah,
to-
that's what I'm saying. That I'll
But-
give you every answer.
But that doesn't
Uh,
mean that
The
Whoa,
cultist is
whoa,
under
whoa,
no
whoa,
compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile or recognizes you as an enemy.
Yeah.
He wants to.
Oh,
He
they
can
So-
changed
change
that later. That's right. Fuck.
Oh,
Since you weren't since you didn't get along with them, you are under no compulsion to tell them the truth.
So the
is
Paragon
true.
would have to be.
You probably ask him.
can I make it
like,
fair for them? If they roll like a big persuasion, and they beat me,
It's
You
not a
know,
persuasion.
I
They
get that,
ask-
but can you make it
It's
that way? At
technically not
least to
even
give
your
them.
soul.
Gotcha.
It's
It's not
Okay.
even
Right.
you, though. Right.
It's not
Not
a
me?
proper
Okay.
conversation. It is if they ask you a question, like an essence of what you would answer.
I like
All
to
right, then
think that
that's
Como
then
would
y'all
eat
guys are
them all,
fucked.
And he's just like, eat my ass, and that's it. You know, like.
Bro, yeah, go to
They're
hell.
angry
Hope
with
you
it.
all die, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
I will say, but there is a chance that he got along well enough with the Paragon that it won't be an issue. Unless he was a
got
monk.
along well enough with the Paragon.
True.
Goose.
Remember
I
that
don't
time he
think
tried
they'll-
to kiss you? That was gross.
Just not bring that up.
Huh?
True. He ain't lying.
That happened?
It was weird. Let's not talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he said some things.
Wait, what?
You were there.
Oh, wait, are you talking about recently? For a minute, I thought you were saying he tried to kiss the Paragon.
There for the kiss.
What?
He did. He did try to kiss.
He did.
Anyways.
What?
This
I
was
wouldn't
well
think
before
so.
Rain joined.
Yes, I know. Look, problem. We can definitely talk about this later. I'll give you all the tea. Now, what's important here is
But I don't like
seeing
Greek.
identify who this person was through coma. Paragon, would you be willing to be the one to answer the questions?
I
Ask
can't
the
cast a
questions.
spell.
Right, but well, I will say this, Rez. Would you let it be if she asks the questions? It's considered whether that's hostile or not. Or
I mean, it's up to H, because I'm gonna let him answer the question.
Said I'm not really on bad terms with the Paragon. I was never really with her.
But he
I'll-
can still choose to just not say anything.
So
Who's
I will
not
leave it
bad?
up to. Well, I mean, Raz is gonna be in control. I can't control the character, so it's gonna be on Raz. But I'll tell him that no, I'm not enemies with her. So I'll be.
Oh, so you want me to answer for you or for Coma?
I'll answer for Coma if you allow me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, yeah. If they do it, then yeah.
okay,
I will say that if you want her to ask the questions, it's kind of vague in terms of it. It says you can ask the corpse questions. I'm going to allow it that she can ask them.
okay.
Because that lets me mess with you guys later if one of the rest of you chimes in with a dumb question during something.
Right, that's the big thing.
I already thought that was a thing.
But I am going to say
Right.
it is still going to take a while for you to
Right.
cast Mending on the skull.
Yeah, I will be
to-
casting Mending on the skull while they're thinking of questions.
So, before we get involved in this, firstly, the first thing is what was the name of that town where that hero was? Would one of you remember?
Town.
The hero was named Kilo.
The hero.
Right, Kilo. We weren't really welcome to the town, so I don't think we got the name of it, really. Jade, you went in.
I drew a map of that place. Can I
You did.
roll history with advantage?
I'll allow it.
Ruby. 7.
I'm gonna say that's fine because it wasn't that long ago. I'm gonna say 7 is good enough for me.
Work.
The town, you don't get anything else, but the town name was Alnwick.
Right.
I'm gonna do that one
Alnwick.
more time.
So,
Alnwick.
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 right, Goose, this is very important, actually. In Alnwick, Crackle had mentioned he had been pretending to be you there. He tried to drag your name through
Crackle
the
was
mud.
pretending to be me? Frax
No.
Knuckles.
Coma. Coma was pretending to be you.
Right. He was using your name and doing a bunch of heinous things. I think
He
Jade
dragged-
about it.
He dragged Jade around the town, and then he got his ass whooped by the local hero. But he used your name through and through, from what we understand. We clarified with the hero Kilo, but that doesn't mean everyone in town won't have heard something different. Sorry, I have hiccups, and it's not making my life easier.
It's okay, Ryan, but the hiccups are the worst. Might break us up.
I fucking hate hiccups.
Me too.
I'll get a message sent that way and see if something can be figured out. Alright.
For a
Yeah.
minute, I actually thought that's what you were matters about. Como dragging your name through the mud and all that.
No,
How would I know?
the point is that she's very valid in her reason for being mad at us. At
Mhm.
least at me. It's my fault I drug you all off that boat. Either way,
The classic saying about if your friends jump off a bridge.
Well, duh.
You're all in deep this time.
we were at the poop deck to clarify, not the bridge.
You really want to test me right now?
I'm sorry, I tried to lighten the mood and it didn't work. Anyways,
Lighten up.
nope.
Nope.
Prom.
Nope.
No. I'm like, don't. It's fine.
Miss Riegle's
Anyways.
just sitting on the floor, just playing with the
Bro.
jig, just having
And
the
here I
jigsaw puzzle
had-
of Coma's skull.
And bro, and here I had something to tell you later.
You have something to tell me later. Is it a good thing or
You
a
know,
bad thing?
I see earlier I had remembered something. Just before you jumped off the ship. Something you'd asked me about before. Some Kane or someone who I'd met.
Cade. Right, Cade.
A shame that that memory is now lost from my mind again.
Oh. I hate it when that happens. It's okay. Just tell me when you remember. Happens to me all the time. I get it, Goose. It's okay.
Rampart is stifling so hard right now. His both hands are over his mouth, and he's trying his best.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I started sorting my deck of cards. I zoned out for like a solid 10 minutes. What just happened?
Is
I'm
that
about to
skull
kill
done
everyone
yet?
in this room.
Who?
Oh, cool. All right, I'm gonna go back to sorting my deck of
Nine.
cards then.
Right, I'll help you with the mending. I'll try to double up the speed on that. And if we
Jigsaw
just get
puzzle
to that.
skull.
Roll me a, I guess, like flat intelligence for doing the puzzle, just for how long it takes. One
Doing
of
the
you
puzzle.
choose.
Mine is a 1, so
It's gonna be
Mine
Ryan
is-
versus
I,
T's.
I'm a.
yeah, you're a smart boy.
Don't worry, I'm a
smart
smart
I'll
boy.
give
I
you
have an
guidance.
11.
Oh, I'll take guidance. 17. And then
D4,
another
yes.
D4.
Yeah.
Hey! 21.
Yeah, you get it done. It still takes you like a solid, because it takes a minute to cast, and you have a lot of shards there. I'll say to
Don't
get
worry,
it
Mr. Bill.
satisfactory
We
that
don't need the teeth.
to get it enough that you can actually speak with it. Like the back of the head is still broken out, with a few pieces connected here and there, but you have enough that you can speak with it after half an hour.
All right. I think this is the best we're gonna get.
Right. For the purposes of making sure nobody asks any dumb questions, Rom, stand in the hallway. If
Oh.
Captain Goose is good with that.
Oh,
I don't know if we're restrained in this room.
but I like it in
Hey,
here.
Raz, send me the name of that guild where I got the necklace from. Everything I need to know so I can tell them.
You didn't know much.
Yeah, I figured I didn't know much. Like, I just.
I'm gonna tell you this: you were told minimal about by
Yeah,
that
about. I
guild.
know I was told minimum of just the things that I could remember. But okay. Gotcha.
There ain't nothing to tell you.
Alright.
They didn't tell you nothing.
Yeah, I know. They just told me to do this task for them and I get a reward. The only thing I can do is remember their location at least. Sorta, actually. Sorta. There's a secret passage, but I did roll history. I believe I succeeded on that.
And then you bugged the Paragon's office.
Yeah, I did. I
Got a
remember
couple
that too.
questions. Some pertinent ones. Right. Okay. So to run through the questions before I cast the spell. Firstly, ask him pretty much anything to do with the necklace is what I have written down, but I don't have a specific question. I'm trying to think.
We
about
could
best.
even say who gave you the necklace.
I can only give a description of how they look.
Don't answer them right now.
I'm not answering right now, I'm just saying.
Oh, I know.
Right.
What he's trying to tell you is be quiet so we don't get clued in on how we should ask
Right.
questions.
You shouldn't
Don't
ask
give them any
them.
meta information.
No. You
Right.
could say who gave you the necklace? How did you get the necklace?
No. I think one of the questions that I was thinking was, do you know who they worked for? Just to see after we get the first answer. We don't need to know anything about the necklace. We don't need to know. I think those are the two best leading questions because from there we'll be able to ask more. Because this is not the metagaming, and I'm trying to avoid metagaming it, but eventually we want to be able to have a question about what the name of the guild and things like that were, you know what I mean? But we have to lead into that properly instead of just jumping straight to that. Because I don't want to get stabbed by Goose thinking, oh, so you already knew about the guild. Ah!
Goose, who's a member of the
And
guild.
daughter.
Right. Well, actually, the other thing, too, is that it's the Paragon asking these questions. So...
I mean, let's see what the Paragon comes up with.
Right. Paragon, this is just a couple questions, but from there, would you like to ask the rest, or would you like me to
You
keep
guys
feeding
don't
you
have anything else you
questions?
want to ask?
We do, it's going to pertain to what he says, and, well, it's going to be difficult for us to just immediately be like, ah, yes, this, on top of that, because if any of us in this room say a question, it could cause it to be answered without, you know, being friendly, and then that just wastes a question.
Sure, I can, I guess.
Right. This is our two leading questions, just to try to see what we can get. Actually, I have a third. Hold on. I'm thinking. So first question is probably going to be, from who did you obtain this necklace from? He's probably going to say I don't know to that one. So maybe give us a description. Can you give a description of the person who gave you this necklace? I think that would be the start of that. The second would be, what were you asked for in return for this necklace? And then the third being, do you know who that person, or, well, I guess we could ex-nay the, do you know who that person worked for until after answers to the other two.
Mhm.
Any objections to these questions, guys?
No.
I think you should maybe ask, like, specifically when where he got it comes up, maybe like specific directions, because even if they have cleared out of the area entirely, you can still use divination magic to get a good general.
That's
idea where
true.
they
We
went.
could potentially figure out based off
Mhm.
scrying them. Right. We'll save that as a if we don't need the other questions for things. So those are the three questions we'll have written down then, as ask the Paragon to ask.
Alrighty.
I guess you have to roleplay with H on that one.
Yeah, and you have to cast the spell.
I cast Speak with Dead.
The skull floats up just a little bit, coming to, or animating to, facade of life. As the Paragon clears her throat and looks to it and says, "Could you describe the person who gave you this necklace?"
I give the description of what I remember of the person.
I'll say for what it, for answering, it is a shorter individual, older, or white hair, with a well-trimmed beard, wearing a hood covering most of their appearance. Paragon will clear her throat and say, "What did you do in exchange for it?"
I was to plant a bug inside the Paragon's office in exchange for the item that I was promised.
Oh, was a mole. Oh, that's right. I was right. Oh.
Oh shit.
Were you
Sorry.
working for the
Refrain from talking.
Aristogians?
Sorry, go ahead.
She asks next. Were you working with the Aristogians?
Not personally. It was just a small little task for them to help me out with my little curse I had upon me.
Paragon's going to take a look back towards kind of you guys. You can't really see much of her expression as usual, hidden behind her goggles and mask, as she then kind of leans back a bit more. What only some of you at the back of the room can see is Goose nods to her, and she looks back to the skull and says, "How did you die?"
I was absorbed by the staff. Can I have the body point at Brom's staff?
You're just a skull, so no.
Oh,
Sadly.
okay, just a skull. Okay. I just say I was absorbed by the staff that Brom currently carries.
Shrugs shoulders.
Yeah, Goose just stares at, like, staring daggers at Brahm.
But I didn't do it. The stuff did it.
Refrain from speaking for now. We have one more question.
The Baron's going to think for a few moments. And then she's going to ask the final question. Did you ever enjoy working for Arentia?
At the time, yes. But things started to change after I was finally ridden of my curse.
And as those words leave his mouth, the skull drops back down to the table. Goose stands up. Well, that was enlightening.
At least we
Oh,
know he was
Brahm.
working with these people.
Right,
Not the
arrow
Aristogians.
The Stockians.
The nation we're at war with.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So he was a mole. Grapple 1. Unseen loser 0.
Fucking
Right.
Detective Grackle.
It was a mole, just not the mole that caused that storm.
I did
may
not
have been
know that the
involved.
staff took his soul or whatever. I thought we killed him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was really metal. Reinhardt stomped his face in. Should have been there.
Oh, right. You guys didn't hear
I
him
went to bed at that.
like pleading to Murdoch, and then there was a string that was added to the staff.
I'm
Several
sorry.
strings.
I'll look at it. I see. Right. Inside that staff is a powerful wizard.
Mr.
Oh,
Murdoch.
so we should probably put that down then. Yeah.
Actually, a long time ago, I'll look. The Paragon. This is the staff I told you I had obtained from Old Splashy a long time ago. Do you remember me mentioning that to you?
Yeah, I remember that. I'm sorry, what are you all talking about?
Old Splashy is a merchant that worships the Great Eye. He was
Potion?
selling
What?
potions. But this was something he offered up in trade for a shoelace, if I remember right.
That's a hell of a deal. I gave him an eyeball, and he gave me
Why
2
not,
potions.
fellas?
So far, I think I've yet to actually give Old Splashy anything but gold.
Right.
Let's go.
He likes different trinkets and doodads, and he'll even accept gold for his potions. But they tend to do relatively odd effects.
Yeah, I have one.
Point
Hold on.
is, he kind of just poofs out of nowhere. Actually, Goose, I think you were with us one time when he did that. It was just outside the bastion.
Quickly rooting through his bag, he will put down the both potions of lingering flame and potion of camouflage. Along with
Lingering
the
Flame is
given
not
fruit
from Old Splashy.
juice.
Oh, right. Paragon, I know it's been some time, but you had told me you would find out what your father had said to that message, or what that message had been to him from that bottle. If it's not something for my ears to hear, I understand, but did he at least tell you, or?
I'm pretty sure I already told you. Just said it was a solution.
Her father said that, right?
Yes.
Right, that's right. That's when we talked about the thing with the Raven Knight or whatever it was. And that was another potion. This Old Splashy has some very interesting things.
I have
Speaking of which,
paused-
whatever happened to the Raven Knight?
Oh, her. Oh, she's staying on. She's joining the crew.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
neat.
what?
Mhm.
I thought this was a killer from the enemy side.
Well,
You of all people
Not-
don't believe in second chances.
As many as I gave Coma and it never worked out, not anymore.
Fair enough.
it's complicated, but we're figuring things out.
You weren't expecting that, were you, buddy?
Well,
I didn't want a second. I didn't want a second chance from Goose. I wanted to suffer the punishment for a team. There's a difference.
Oh yeah, and then he just went, not anymore.
Yeah, right.
Damn.
So, I, I'm going to say, right, well, either way, the Paragon, or sorry, this staff was given to us by that merchant. I don't know what it did to cause to kill Coma. I thought we killed him, but evidently it did.
You know,
And
the
like I
staff
said,
is-
powerful wizard inside it.
I think in his last moments he was like pleading to Mr. Murdoch. Like, I don't know if you guys heard that or not. When
I think that falls under at the point of which I blacked out from.
I see. I get it now.
So if you would share what you know.
Right. Well, Coma was pleading to Mr. Murdoch, asking him to do something, and I don't think I caught the rest. Something about if, like, in exchange he'll do anything or everything or something like that. And I guess they made some sort of arrangement, maybe? Or maybe Mr. Murdoch just didn't like him and, like, sucked him into the staff or something. Or... Hey, Mr. Murdoch just talks to the staff.
What you need?
What happened to Coma?
Oh, he wanted to give me his power. He really should have been more specific about what he wanted in return.
I see. Mr. Murdoch says that he wanted some Mr. Murdoch's power, but didn't really specify what he'd get and receive. I said that really wrong, but you get the idea. Basically, he just kind of gave everything to Mr. Murdoch.
Hey, Raz.
Hey.
So minor illusion can produce like a whisper, right?
Yes.
As Brahm is sort of talking to the Murdoch staff, I have an odd question for the party in specific. Do we have actual confirmation that Murdoch can't just cast message or anything of that nature to people, even though he is a staff?
We have
Don't-
no idea what he can do.
We have no idea what he does.
Yeah,
other
yeah.
than
Oh,
his own thing.
However-
odd thing here. Can you guys just be-
Bring it up out loud as Grackle, actually, please.
Yeah.
I have an answer to that question that might suit your taste.
Okay, cool.
Like, so we've been walking around with a staff that could be leaking any amount of information casually.
Well, I
Right.
don't think Mr. Murdoch
You would
would
say
do
that, but the biggest thing is that until recently, he wasn't even himself. When I first spoke to him, he didn't even barely know his own name. He wasn't sure of
And you-
anything specifically.
Trust him on that. Not to deceive.
Considering if he didn't want to tell me who he was later, he wouldn't have done that later. What I'm saying is at first he didn't even know his own name. He just knew he was he.
Right. And also,
But after a strand had appeared on that staff, I pointed the several strands. It then came to full culmination for him, and then he understood who he was.
Okay, another really terrible question. What's the other, like, country called again? It's like
Aristoc. Yeah.
It is
Aristocia?
here.
Aristocia.
I'm going to make
Or Statska.
here, I'll type it out so you guys have.
Aristocia.
Or do you want me just to spell it for you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, just spell it for us,
That'll
please.
give it to us in a handout.
It is. I don't have a handout for that. A-R-I
Mhm.
S-T-O
Mhm.
C-H-E.
C-H-E.
Aristoc.
But, Captain Goose,
Yes. Yes.
he's right in the sense of we don't know what that staff can do. But I do know one thing. It very much doesn't want to leave. There was a time I tried to throw it away, and it literally wouldn't let me. And I mean, it would travel through the air, and then I'd sit back down, look where it was before, and it'd be there. This Murdoch goes where he pleases. I don't have any control over whether he's been with us this entire time or not.
Hey, Brock.
Hmm?
Why don't you ask Mr. Murdoch what his opinion is on the Arstocky?
Okay. Miss Murdoch.
You don't need to ask me. I can hear the rest of them.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, he's not deaf.
Right.
You couldn't hear that.
I know I couldn't hear that, but I'm just saying, like, I would be explaining that he's not because of
Well,
my personal
Grackle has
experience.
zero
with him.
clue. Murdoch has never spoken to him.
Well,
He was
Mr.
just his name,
Murdoch,
though.
I mean, I think he's a pretty alright guy. I don't think he'd be a spy for the Aristoc or something.
Right. What did he say though? To your question? But actually, you haven't even asked it yet.
Well, I think you heard Crackle. You hear that, Mr. Murdoch? What do you think of the Aristocs or something?
Well, I'm just having a laugh at you lot for your attempts at organizations. Oh, ask him this, ask him that, and then ask him again. Oh, have you asked him yet? Oh, bunch of louses, I tell you what. Oh, you're all good laugh, you lot.
He dodged the question.
So,
Oh no.
what do you think of the Aristocs? Just see. I'm getting closer. Eventually, I'm going to say it right.
You know, my memory's still a tad bit foggy from life, but I know it was mixed opinions.
Okay, mixed opinions. I see.
My name You know, it's a familiar sound. Like, how's a good way of describing this? Like meeting a buddy of yours that you haven't seen in a long time, but you're not like old friends. You're just like solid acquaintances for a month or so, and then you go there and it's all like you know them well and you have a good laugh, but you don't really know them too well. But then you see them again and it's like, oh, you have a dandy old time, but like you don't have like that innate bond there. You know, you don't keep in touch. You don't send the letters.
Right. Okay. I think I get what you're saying.
From buddy.
And he's saying,
Pal. Can you please roll me an insight?
Who me? Okay.
Please, for the
As-
love of God,
as-
roll
as
an
my
insight.
Stares
friend,
at the
please roll an
staff.
insight.
Was that you just who rolled that?
Yeah, me.
Well, it didn't make a ding noise for me, so I wasn't sure.
18.
I'll
Miss
have him
Maybell,
roll
you gave him
persuasion
guidance,
or
right?
deception. I will argue Miss Mabel does not have reason to give guidance right now.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know.
Guidance wouldn't
I
make
know.
sense at this exact second. That's why I didn't say it. I
Uh,
only give guidance when it makes sense.
Oh, anytime I say something after a roll, I'm just making fun of Boney. Trust me.
Mhm.
I don't
know
think
that
that's
he's
true, but all right. Make me a deception roll for that one.
Sure, yeah, I can do that.
Right.
No,
Anyways.
but he sounds relatively honest to you. Like you don't. He's definitely rambling, but you don't think it's malicious in nature.
Oh, right. Basically, he's saying that the name is kind of familiar, but he doesn't really remember it. Something about like when you don't have a buddy that you weren't really good buddies with, and then you go out and you meet them at like a tavern and you have a few drinks and you're having a laugh, but you don't really know them. Like know
Just
them,
gonna hold
know
a
'em,
single
kind of
finger
vibe.
at
Brom,
the bro.
cut to the chase.
What? I was
First,
saying what he said.
You muttered mixed relations earlier. Is that something he said to you?
Oh yeah, he said mixed feelings.
Right.
Hey, Goose.
Yes.
Just a quick question. Reinpart, this thing can be affected by magic, right?
I have no idea.
Can we try a zone of truth?
I'm sure. From what I understand, could I roll a Arcana or something to be like, do I know how a sentient, if a sentient being exists on a different plane of existence or not? Like, if a sentient weapon has their soul on another plane of existence, or if it is still technically here.
Roll me a general Arcana check for it.
Okay.
Guidance?
Hey, that makes sense.
I'll allow it.
26
Did
already.
you need it?
You didn't really need it, but if you want to roll it
I'm
anyways.
gonna roll it anyways. 28.
I'll
I
first
mean, I
say
am a
that
tinker.
you know that the soul is inside the staff. You know that because of how you've been informed that, and kind of how you've figured out in the past that Damascus weapons work.
His very being should be inside of it.
As for how the magic would work, you figure you could probably cast some spells on the staff, but it could depend on the type of spell it is. You figure detect magic could work. You just have to be careful as in case it has some kind of magic to counter it.
Right. This is going to be the question then. Brom, you're going to answer for Murdoch. I'm going to ask him directly because he can hear us, yes? Murdoch, would you be willing to participate in a zone of truth?
Not really, I don't like them.
Not really. I don't like him.
Right. Even if we are able to, and he's not actually willing to do it, there's about a fat chance that he'll actually be willing to be subjugated to it. So, As a wizard, I shrug and throw my hands up. It's up to you if you can cast Zone of Truth. I don't have that spell.
You talking to me?
No, I was talking to Grackle, but sure. Goose, if you want to go through the trials and tribulations of that.
It's not a spell I can know.
I didn't even think you knew spells. I wasn't meaning it in that way.
I know there are inquisitors that learn Zone of Truth specifically to act as a gateway to, well, decipher lies.
I hate to break it to you, but we didn't bring any of Tito's men here.
Oh, fun.
Sorry,
Right.
she didn't. Sorry, she meant to say didn't bring any of Sano's men here.
Is there any chance there's a cleric of high enough renown to cast Zone of Truth in the area?
Looks at Miss Maybell.
Right.
Yeah, it's Miss Maybell.
Would you at least be willing to let me play devil's advocate for a moment? The big thing is that if all of this was for the purposes of planting a bug in the Paragon's office to listen in on conversations, and that's why they had hired Coma, then I don't think they would have gone to that trouble if Murdoch was that, because Murdoch has been on my shoulder for about a month now. Anytime we were in the Paragon's office, he would have already been relaying information each time, and I don't think they would have gone to that extent.
And didn't Coma
Again,
also have him
There
for a
are
while too?
conversations we aren't privy to, but still. By the way,
Also, information in a war is something that is equivalent to half of the entire battle. The more the better.
why haven't
I'm
any
going
of
to
us made a
repeat
move
something.
to remove this bug yet? It's probably still in this room.
And it was in
We are not
the
at
office.
her
We're not
office.
at the Paragon office.
We are not
Oh,
at
great
the.
ship.
We are not.
Well, this is
The
the
bug is in
Paragon's office
Eritrea.
here on the ship. Did he mean the ship, or did he mean Paragon's actual office?
About
See,
the
that's the
time
question.
he
Specify, I just said in her office, so you take it however you want.
Right, but shouldn't we check this office just to make sure he didn't mean this office versus the other? Paragon's office is wherever the Paragon is taking station, is it not?
I mean, we can look here.
I will go ahead
I'm saying
and
this to Goose. Like, does Goose say anything to this?
Goose has been trying to speak up for a moment here.
Right.
Goose is gonna say, "We'll run a full sweep of the room, but first I want to remind you of something I tried to let you know a minute ago.
Oh.
Homa was not working with the Aristokians. Thus, he was not involved in the summoning of the storm. I can tell you
that thing
now.
was summoned?
I know. Listen for a moment, would you? Let me compose myself. If you would hear, I know who he is referring to. I've dealt with a lot of thieves in my time. I have a pretty solid guess based on that description, which one he was working with. And I know that despite everything, they're Orentian criminals. They're not Aristokian ones.
judging from the fact that I am currently a member of the underworld of like the black market.
Would you like to roll a history check to see if
Yeah. If I also know.
roll
You're
a history.
referring to the masked individual from the other night that didn't speak.
No.
I'm asking that to Goose.
I'm talking about the man he was referring to. Short, grayed hair, hooded.
Wait, is that
Be
the
giving
one
out
we...
something like that, there's only so many it could be narrowed down to.
Wait, is that the person that we tried to get hold of during that whole debacle where we tried to plant Grackle and it didn't work out quite well?
Maybe I didn't see.
I give a description. The gnome boy running across the roof, hooded.
Very well might have been. Based on a deal like that, who knows? getting a necklace, it means he's dealing with someone higher up. Your deal very well could have been the same one. Plain how he knows him, at least. But no, they're not involved in the storm, I can assure you that much at least.
Right, okay.
But there's still a mole somewhere on the actual ship.
Potentially. Problem is that despite Ryanpert's insistence, and all the trouble that caused, I hope you realize that having the Paragon aboard this ship, the Princess of Arentia, I can assure you, thorough background checks were done this entire time.
Someone could have snuck on invisibly.
Perhaps. Perhaps
There's a
there's
lot of
someone hidden
things.
amongst the machinery. Now, you all can start doing a full sweep of the ship if you're so insistent on solving this problem.
You might could do that then?
Run along. Do what you
I
wish.
think firstly I'm going to see if I can find this bug here. If it actually is here in this office, or if it's back at the Paragons. Or were you going to have people do that?
Be my guest. Spares me the work.
I guess we'll do investigation checks in here.
Yeah, feel free. Whoever wants to stick around here and do it.
Guidance?
If you do guidance, you are not allowed to do your own investigation check.
Okay.
Right, firstly, who's good at investigation other than me? Right, I'll take the
I'm
guys-
amazing at it. I have a +0.
Whoever is doing
have
an investigation in this room is allowed to do an investigation check.
I'm at +0.
So,
Cromwell.
That's a nat one right there.
Just look.
That is a nat one. Why did I get a nat one?
Looking high and low, don't worry.
Well, at least Brahm's on the case.
I have
You
the
know,
help
I'm
of
starting to realize the help action's way better than guidance.
It is.
I shouldn't even bother though, right? The four wouldn't make a difference.
It's a nat one, it's a nat one.
Right.
And like I said,
but-
if Clay has to choose either guidance or... but sadly, I also would have had to have Clay tell me who they were guidancing beforehand, so... Since
But
you've
either
already
way,
rolled...
Brahm.
Hello, I got an 18.
What about his 18?
I'm just waiting to see if Clay rolls as well.
Go for it, Clay.
Yeah,
The
you know what?
guidance.
Sure. 12.
12. Jade or Grackle, are you guys wanting to roll or just sit back and enjoy watching them?
Be silly.
You know what? It is what it is.
I mean, I don't know. Is we only doing the one investigation?
We're investigating this room. We can move on to other things afterwards. Naturally,
Oh,
one, natural 20.
That's a nat one.
Every fucking
Bro,
time.
actively in.
You're not the
bro's
only one who got
actively
one, so don't feel
balance.
too bad.
Grackle, go for it. We might as well just get this done and over with.
Or
Grackle just
Grackle
pieces out
wants...
instead.
I'm glad it's because you said it, Grackle. Do you want that to be for the room you're in right now, or do you want to go off on the rest of the ship and start looking around there?
I just figured we'd do it after.
I figured as well. I just want to double check.
Wouldn't hurt
Oh.
to get a head start.
Okay, you're heading out to the rest of the ship.
Right.
Is your mic muted or like?
He's talking with his dad.
Yeah,
probably.
talk. Just let me know when you're back at least. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, just let me know when you're back. Anyways, for the rest of you, uh, Miss Mabel and Brom are kind of sifting around through the shelves. I'll have Goose join in just to be safe. Uh,
He said,
all
because
right.
that 18 don't beat it.
Well, no, I'm just figuring who's doing what. Maybe she got a nat 20, who knows? To really give you everything. But you guys start digging around. Behind you, you can hear Ryanpert and Jade kind of stumble into some, like, you hear from behind you a couple of, like, you hear a beaker fall over and Jade standing over top of it. Ryan Perkess stands up at the noise, hits his head on the bottom of a table.
Oh,
I didn't spill anything.
no.
I just
I know
absorb
that
it.
kinda hurt.
When a few books fall off the table when he hits it, it's just things are kind of falling apart on that type side of the room.
After I hit my head and bump these books off, I'm gonna be like, yep, nope, that's me out. I can't fit in these tight spaces.
You're gonna have to
Uh,
shove me out the door if you're gonna get me to leave.
As for the
I
other
said
two,
I'm out, not you. You can do whatever you want to.
as for the other two,
Alright.
nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. A couple items Brom will pick up and say, "Is this a bug?"
Picks up a Hercules beetle.
Is this a bug?
It's a ladybug. Oh, pretty bug.
Uh,
Wait, bad bug. Squashes it.
You guys go through the room, and there's nothing seemingly out of place throughout here.
So much for Brom not hurting a fly.
Fuck up a fly if it messes with me.
Fuck up a fly. Put it in the quotes.
Right below the goof joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't find anything.
You think maybe he went to the other office?
Possibly.
Oh, you know what? Detect magic in the room.
Alrighty. You definitely see flashes of magic from, you see some coming from Goose, you see some coming from,
I ignored the ones that are obviously like out in the open
Yep.
things and Goose, but is there anything that I spot among that is like, this is under the desk or in the floorboards or up on a shelf? Like that kind
you
of
see a
stuff.
couple flashes of magic on the shelf. You go to investigate. There's a couple of scrolls in one spot that are magical. The odd, there's a couple of smaller gizmos that just barely emanate some magic on them, but those are all things Brom has already asked about.
Right, okay. But nothing else gives up any kind of magic.
Nothing seems to shine magic.
Well, as a player, at least I could have some safety in my mind, being like, okay, it's not this office, just because, like, they don't have, like, wired radios and shit yet, do they?
Who knows?
Is that something that has been technology in your world?
Who
Listen, you
knows?
gotta at least tell me that as a player.
It's
Like,
an
is there-
artificer, please.
There's an artificer.
You at the very least know that they have enough of a system that they can send out announcements throughout the ship.
Okay.
You didn't study those.
Right.
You don't know how those ones work.
Nothing magical, so... Right, I think that's our sweep, but I would still feel more comfortable if you did it, because, you know, you're better. I look at Goose.
Goose has been kind of following along throughout the room while you're all searching, going, I still don't see anything myself, so...
Right. Well, if you're comfortable with it, then I am. Again, I'm sorry.
Save your apologies. Make up for it
Okay.
by being smarter in the future.
Never.
That's the goal. Right. I'll make my way into the rest of the ship, I guess. How long does detect magic last? I just want to see if I can keep holding it and walk through the ship. 10 minutes? I could make a couple places, right?
Yeah.
But- Well, I'm ritual casting, right? So I think that's what I'll do instead of investigating, even though I do have an 8 in investigation, because I know my rolls are shit today, so...
Alright. I was just going to say that, so Ryanford is heading out the room. I'll first jump over to, assuming he's at least still listening, I'll just say for Grackle, nothing seems to be out of place while you're running around the ship. You definitely get odd looks from the other crew, but that's to be expected until word can spread about what's been going on. As for the rest, I want to ask, what are the rest of you doing while Ryanford is leaving?
Leave.
Jumps
I'm
off
leaving
the
as
ship
well.
again.
I've left the room if you want to talk shit about how I blacked Dolly or whatever. You can talk shit behind my back.
I don't wanna
Yeah, go
talk
ahead.
shit.
I want to hear.
That's a piece of shit.
I don't wanna.
Tell on me. Tell on me.
Jacob, I'm beginning to think you're getting off on this. I'm uncomfortable with what you're creating.
Yes, I'm such a bad Ryanford.
I've been such a
Don't
bad
ever
Ryan
say
for it.
that.
Tell on
You
me.
gross
Oh
veto.
my god.
I'm vetoing that bit now.
Yep, okay, it's gone. It's out the window.
Out the
Nat 20
window.
and I do it.
No.
Oh, fuck!
Way.
He's been
Go
put in
on.
timeout. He's muted.
He's actually
Ryanford is now
timeout.
searching the ship. He gets no say in what's happening.
Oh my god, that's so fucking funny.
Oh my
crazy.
god.
Looks towards Mr. I guess looks towards the staff, towards Mr. Murdoch. Hey, Mr. Murdoch. You know, that reminds me.
Anyways, fix that
Haven't
problem.
seen,
Hey, you're silenced. You don't get a word right now, Jacob. The dice
I can
demand
say
it.
what I want to.
You're
I
you're
don't
in
give a fuck
timeout
about
right
the
now,
dice. They're
Jacob.
not in charge of me.
Rock's falling,
Right.
Ryanpert. You want to keep playing? Ryanpert walking around there starts to hear weird creaking noises from above. You
another
almost hear in the words. You
Another
almost hear.
snort.
Like, you might just be losing it, but I almost think the creaking sounds like something chanting "Find out." Remind me real quick, Brom. How long ago was the last time you saw him?
The last time Brom saw Kane was, we'll say, as of now, probably about 7 months ago.
Okay. You gotta think for a moment. Go. I never heard of him.
I see. Yeah, I didn't think you would, but, you know, worth a shot.
Well, if I remember anything, I'll let you know.
Thank you. Yeah, no, definitely keeping an eye out for him. Gotta figure out what happened to him.
So, as we're searching the ship, can I find Grackle?
No. Miss Mabel, what are you up to?
Go ahead.
Would have left the office.
Okay, so you
Just,
left as
like,
well.
Yeah. Maybe just like just gone and found like a room or something just to sit and be by yourself for a little bit.
Are you going to a public space or to like your guys' room?
Our guys' room.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, you make it there. Only get the odd watchful gaze of different guards stationed throughout the ship, but you make it to your quarters unimpeded. Inside is a giant, ancient red dragon. No.
God damn it, not again.
Not again.
No,
Oh, let me make those con saves.
Hold on, gotta wait for Miss Mabel to die or something. I don't know. I'm kidding.
I want to ask real quick, Zach.
Yeah.
What is Jade up to?
Still looking for the bug.
You're still digging around.
Just still digging around. Everyone else is left. He's
Boy will
still
not
yeah,
sleep
just
until
like
he
poking at
finds
stuff.
it. He will not
I'm
have coma.
in the I'm in the vents. You know, places everybody else can't go.
Oh, actually, that's a good point because you can squeeze through inches like spaces 1 inch thick. You can actually get in spots that we normally wouldn't be able to look.
Is your search just expanding from the office and you're just going to keep looking throughout the
Yes.
ship base?
I
Gotcha.
think he splits into like 1,000 tiny little jades, and they all like have the task of looking around for the bug.
It's like the little. It's just like Jade just turns into a bunch of little the little slimes from Stardew.
After the while,
He
he
thinking of
forgets
the-
he's looking for like a magical item and just literally starts killing insects.
Bro, you gotta be
He's in the
thinking of
vents now.
Naruto, the fucking slime, the slug.
Well, I never watched Naruto, so.
He's just in the vents now.
Yep.
Doing Jade things.
Doing the classic
Pretty
Jade
much.
stuff.
Roll me a d20 how many bugs you catch.
20 bugs.
11.
11.
You find 11 bugs throughout the ship. As you
Find 11,000 bugs. I'm kidding.
Oh, they're going to be so proud of me.
Trillion bugs.
You were gonna come back. Jake's gonna come back to us. He's like, his body's gonna be like the skeleton, and then just a bunch of bugs floating around.
Do you guys think kidney stones in D&D world are like just like a prankster god teleporting rocks into your kidneys?
Oh.
I like to think I have a so in my setting there's a bunch of curses and stuff, and one of them just gives you kidney stones.
Just gives you kidney stones.
You get kidney stones when someone casts flesh to stone too close to you.
Yeah, oh my god, that's an awful side effect.
You're in the area when it's cast.
That seems like a
Anyway.
Shadowlands-esque thing to have. I gotta tell that to Shane. Hold on.
Shame. Your curse is kidney stones for the next 2 weeks.
I cast penis rocks.
And I'm tired of hearing everybody going, I cast.
Fuck you. I'm not going to announce my spells when I cast them.
Anyways.
Anyways,
Back to
yeah. Braum.
Hello.
As Goose starts kind of standing up, walking first towards Jade, and will start saying, "I think we're good." And then he jumps up and starts seeps through a vent. He goes, "Huh."
Oh.
Anyways,
I forgot you
Braum,
can do that.
I'm not worrying
He's
about
in
it right
the
now.
walls.
I do have something to actually tell you.
Oh, okay.
But let's give the Paragon some space. Follow me for a minute.
Alright. Bye, Paragon.
Oh, yeah. He says, looking up from the book, her face, right up near it, scanning the pages.
That's it. False Captain Goose.
Goose is going to pull you aside and step out to the kind of the deck of the ship, the guard railing area, just on the outside of the ship. catwalk, I guess. Regardless of what the actual terminology is. Stops and goes, "You missed my sarcasm before, but I did remember something. Regarding, who was the knight to you, Cade?
Cade, yes.
Teacher? Was he your
Um,
mentor? Were you a
yeah,
squire?
like a
It was my mother.
mentor, role model, raised me, taught me a lot of what I know.
Gotcha. Well, I have two things to let you know that I've remembered. The first thing is that the reason I recognized your description was I believe I've actually fought alongside him before.
Cool.
Wasn't for long, but came across him when I had a mission up north. I figure you can probably guess. Some disturbance we were looking into. Monster was in the area. We fought. He killed.
How I mean, I know I've seen him fight a couple of times, but I mean, how was it watching Cade in action?
Impressive, to say the least. I can understand why you would be. I can understand why you'd find him a role model.
His combat ability was the least thing that I would consider him for role model worthiness, I suppose. Although there definitely helps quite a bit.
I know what you mean. He wasn't all blades and every other weapon, but that was definitely a interesting meeting.
Right.
I will say, from my brief interaction with both him and you take after him well.
Oh, you're just saying that. He begins to blush.
That's the good news.
Oh, there's bad news?
Armor with the sign of Erlotl. I don't have any further reports on what this would mean. But an Aristokian leader has been reported in similar garb. Was reportedly seen, I would say, 2 seasons ago perhaps, was when we first had reports of a Aristokian commander gallivanting around in golden armor depicting the sign of Erlotl.
I see.
I have no further reports on what that implies, where it was obtained.
I see. Thank you, Goose, for telling me that. God, I don't even know. Maybe someone else just likes her lotto and golden armor.
It could be.
Anyways.
But has someone robbed him?
I have a hard time picturing him without that armor.
Everyone has to sleep at some point. Yeah.
Weird. I never saw him without the armor off. I don't know.
Regardless, just be aware
Mhm.
I can't offer you anything concrete, but it's what I can give you.
It's more than enough, Chris. Thank you, by the way. It's well, it's certainly news. Also,
Yep,
sorry we
and
jumped off the ship.
yeah, do that again, and I'm sending you to meet Erlotto real fast.
Don't tempt me now.
Just glares for a moment, sighs, and goes, "You would."
Yeah.
Well,
So, actually,
at ease.
the reason I thought that storm was, I mean, the warriors of Velotal fighting, you know, on the Eternal Hunt, and I jumped out, but they weren't like fighting alongside me like they should have been. They were fighting me, and that was not fun.
Yeah, that's a byproduct of the Eternal Storms. That's why we can't just invade their capital. We tried sending in a fleet to attack from above. Their entire home is surrounded by a single storm that prevents anything from entering that they don't wish.
Oh well, that sounds awesome, but also not cool for us.
Can't even deny you there. If I could do it, I would.
Right.
But don't know how they summoned another. Or it didn't last as long, but they did something. It's no longer the same type of storm, but it is still raining in that area.
And you said someone summoned it, like,
Yeah, that's our best guess. Summoned, conjured.
right. I
We
guess
don't think
this
it's just
happen over the ruins then, huh?
over the mountains, but yes.
Oh, right. Yeah. I see. Um, thank you for telling me all of this. I do appreciate it.
Of course.
Right. Well then, oh, also, if you want, I can try and sneak you like a small piece of Koba's skull for like a little memento, like a trophy or something.
No. I'm not gonna keep a trophy of something I didn't kill.
Ah, I respect that.
But you lot ever leave that skull lying around, I'm not gonna promise there won't be in more pieces.
Well, I don't even know if that's possible, although we did just spend a while putting it back together, so yeah. Oof. Right, well then, I'll leave you to it, Goose.
You as well. At ease.
He does a little salute and then heads back.
Goose just stays out there for a minute. And meanwhile, Mr. Investigators,
Hello.
you haven't found anything particularly interesting through a general search. What are you looking for in particular?
Like, more of a character thing, but I'm like, as Grackle, sort of walking around looking in spots that I personally would hide in. I know I'm around the same size as the goat. I am a small creature. So, just like general spots, I'd be like, yeah, this would be a good spot to hide. Seeing if there's like any signs of someone maybe sitting there for a while.
You crawl around throughout the ship, You definitely find a good few spots tucked away here and there that uh, could make excellent hidey holes. And you keep these in mind for yourself later. But nothing in particular that seems lived in for a while. I will say, if you ever want to, you'll have to remind me, but if you ever want to hide amongst the ship or sneak around throughout it, I will give you advantage.
I'm gonna write that down somewhere.
I mean, not like you need it very much, but
Yeah.
Just in case.
just in
You
case you
never
want
know
it,
what's gonna happen.
you know some good, like, open spaces between machinery that only, like, the experienced mechanics would be able to get into. Or at least know to
Gotcha.
look in.
And Jacob, you wanted to say something to Grackle?
Yeah, and
I thought I could find him.
oh, that was me just wanting to ask the others what they're up
Me.
to first.
I got it.
That
Actually,
was
So-
me
just strangers below.
more just rudely saying, wait your turn.
We're just saying, we're just being a little silly. That's all.
But I'll first say, Grackle, you're not trying to hide right now, correct?
No.
Then I will say after a little while you will see Grackle like down a hallway, kind of walking around.
Oh, Grackle.
Yeah.
Any luck yet?
Not really. I've been looking around. There are some spots that definitely could be hidey holes, but none of them are filled.
Right. I've been searching around with magic, or with detect magic count, but it hasn't really given me anything either. I wanted to apologize to you. You were right to speak up for us. Did you hear what I said? Sorry.
I mean, yeah, duh.
Right, but I'm apologizing for cutting you off. Just with everything that happened with Coma, I got so used to him running his mouth immediately and getting us into worse shit. I shouldn't have directed that towards you. Thank you for always being there for us.
Someone's gotta be the low-down, slick underdog of the group. You're in no position to fill those shoes.
Getting low is not something I do.
Grackle
At least-
staring up at you goes,
That a short joke?
Huh? No, I didn't. Anyways, would you like to team up on something? There's something I was thinking we could do. The biggest thing is we're looking for a mole, right?
Yes.
What I was thinking is, obviously they have gone around and questioned people and checked through their things and made sure all of their stuff was, gone through. What I
Yes.
think this person would be doing would probably be stashing something somewhere, right? And I'm guessing that's kind of what you were looking for.
Mostly.
If I were to want to cause some kind of issue, they called this storm and then the storm didn't work, but if the mole is still with us, then it's most likely someone who has access to areas we do not. How do you feel like breaking into an area you're not supposed to be in?
Like I always do.
Like you always do, huh? I wink at him.
Extremely excited.
So, the first time we went up and down this ship when we first got on it, Rez, we had been looking around for the Paragon, right?
Yes.
There was a couple of off-limit areas when we were doing that. One of which was her office, obviously, for good reason, because she wasn't in there, right? But I don't
Yes.
remember exactly what that other one was. I mean, we
I
never
believe
went
the
in,
other
but
rooms. I believe the other rooms we were mainly told to stay out of were engine rooms.
right. I'll look to Grackle and say, right, you know how we weren't able to be let into the engine rooms?
Yes.
I know that Goose can go there, but I wonder if anybody's investigated there as of late since the storm hit. We could run it by Goose first, or you could just go for it. I'm not going to suggest it, because we are technically wanted criminals right now.
What am I not a wanted criminal?
Right, but this might get us our heads cut off.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Well, it's up to you. I'll let you make the decision. I won't make it for you. But
Tell
I
you
will
what.
help you.
Stealth is not exactly your expertise. So, you'll do what every fresh, new beginning heister does.
Distract someone.
Look out.
Oh, I can do that. Right, we'll start making our way towards the engine room to do crime.
I'm first going to ask,
Literally
which engine room?
All
okay,
of them.
so
not here for 5 minutes.
If I remember correctly, it was the eastern side of the ship that the actual storm like arose from. Yes.
For the most part, not well. Eastern side isn't really.
Well, it
I
was more
remember-
like they summoned it and then it started heading towards us, right?
I remember
it was-
you could go on one side of the ship and see it and like feel it, and on the other side it was fine.
Yes, it was definitely that it was more when it was building, because it originated more ahead of you, but it definitely was ahead and to the left side of the ship, whichever one that is. Port or
But
starboard.
that was, it wasn't like we could tell that it was like doing it for purposes, would it? Like, was it purposely trying to break in on that side of the ship, I guess is what he's trying
No,
to
the
ask,
actual
right?
storm itself, like the thing that that attacked the ship, was attacking basically from straight behind.
Okay.
That was
So it
after
came
the ship
from
like had
north
turned
and left, but straight behind us is where it was attacking us.
I guess we'll try main engine first then.
Cool.
Yeah.
Main engine is kind of central and front of the ship.
Okay, front.
There are several ways of entering to get there. One is near the Paragon's office, has a couple of entrance ways to it. But those
plenty of
ones
posted
would
guards.
probably be what?
And plenty of posted guards, I said.
Yes, that would be right near the elite guards that she has.
No, not there.
There are another set of doors that you know that are more in the main hallway on that same second floor, but they are much more. They often have guards standing right nearby. And finally, you have. Here, I'm gonna do this real quick. One sec to just that. Nobody plays tokens or anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Places token.
Gets 100 tokens, copy and paste.
100 tokens I need to place.
Where is it you want me to place my token?
Oh.
Left is the bottom floor, right is the top.
Hey,
Wait, why wouldn't we place tokens on this?
Because I don't want to have everyone running around right now until I know what you guys are planning.
Fair enough.
Right now it's
for
just
when we
planning.
get in combat, because we're going to be getting captured.
And just be aware as well, for the sake of this map, everything is roughly double the size of what it is on
It
the
actually
map.
looks like. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
So
Also, these are rough sizes. I made this just as a general.
so
It's by
then
no
I
means a perfect
assume
picture.
these are loading bays. This is like the big
Engine is here and here.
here. Gotcha.
Like these big central rooms behind the flight deck and the Paragon space. That is the main engine.
So you said it came from behind the ship?
The storm originally, when you were first approaching it,
north and left of the ship.
would have been, yeah, along kind of this line is the best view you would have had. Along,
I suppose we want to go ahead and head to either.
but when it attacked, it was coming from here.
Okay. So either it originated from wherever the spell was cast, or it was directed. We'll do both. So, if I'm correct, this is a main engine, meaning there are sub-engines?
It is main engine here, and this is like the same room. It's just
on a separate floor?
large engine all throughout the middle, and that there are walkways to get up the floor inside there.
Gotcha.
Actually, one thing we could probably do is speak to the engineers.
Here are the sub-engines at the back of the first layer.
Okay, then we are probably going to go here first.
First?
The sub-engines.
Okay, you're going to sub-engines. Gotcha.
I will go ahead and toss my bag to Reinhardt and spawn into Scarlet Shadow, which just basically means I have advantage on my stealth checks.
I cover
yes,
my
looking
eyes on
more
that.
suspicious.
I very much could. No, I won't.
What?
No, I could switch to my infiltrator
Go stealth mode.
You have to do
outfit.
You have to choose at the end of each rest.
It's in stealth mode.
No, I know it would take a bit to switch to that though. That's the thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just going to not even too close to the engine rooms, but I'm going to probably just be hanging out about. So we're going to these ones down here, right? Or is it on this side?
Yeah. I will also know it'll be
this.
Here. When
There's the
he
yards.
says the phrase, I'll discuss this with Reinhardt beforehand. These aren't that big of rooms. So what I'll say is when Reinhardt says the phrase like "beautiful day for sky watching, isn't it?" I'll know to like get the frick out of there. That's the code word.
That's the code word.
I'm trying to think of something I could be doing in the.
If anyone asks, you're asking the engineers if you can look at the engines. They're interesting from an
Actually, I think I
architectural
might
point of view.
just go do that while you're doing that,
probably
and
not a
then
bad
that's obviously But
Oh, see if they've been tampered with in any way.
you want to text me that code phrase?
Sure.
That way I'm not just being in the middle of this. But what was it? Fry burger? Fry burger. And you're like, oh well.
Yeah, he's just like, sure could use some bread. Like, what?
Banana bread.
Yeah.
Specifically banana bread.
Yeah, banana bread. Crazy.
Banana bread.
Banana bread.
Rain definitely has the most accurate banana bread.
Thank you.
Man's the VIP in Spy Party.
True.
You ever want to play a game like that, Rain?
Spy Party? Yes. Spy Party's great. I have played Spy Party before.
It's one of those you go back to after occasion. It's not like you're playing it every day, but still.
Yeah, it's not one of those like daily, you don't grind at Spy Party, but it's fun with friends every now and then.
I mean, I do. You gotta grind out your levels, bro.
I don't know if you did that, Raz, or did he
Do what?
put the token on? You know, the thing you said not to.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Since you guys are doing it, doing this whole thing, I'll allow you guys to now put them down there.
Right. I mean,
I just
engineers
did-
are definitely going to be in this area, yeah?
I'm going to basically, I'm just getting a few things right, but I'm going to be putting a few things onto the board, for what are like assured to be on the ship. And where, but I can tell you there are crew members that I will place down as necessary.
By the way, Book of Ovenkind, so anything that does actually search for me has disadvantage on its perception.
Right, yeah.
Right now, you're just blending into the crowd, quote unquote.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, we did that one on stealth. Double that one on stealth.
Before he goes in, then I think I'll firstly I'll be like, does anybody else want to do anything? Be fair to everyone.
Oh no, I'm invested in this. I want to see how this goes.
Nice.
Yeah, Miss Maggie's just sitting in the room.
I think the first thing I'll do, before he ever like gets to going and actually, breaking and entering, I'm going to go speak with a guard just outside of here and be like, right, officer.
I just do one last thing.
Yep,
There.
I'll just put
I
my
just put
token
in
down.
as much as you can see.
Oh, you know what? Instead of all that like code word bullshit, Grackle.
So
Placed into your hand is my little bot boy.
Oh, that's so much easier.
That's so much better.
Yeah.
So much easier. Just pocket him, and if anything happens, I'll have him poke you.
Yeah, that works for me.
He'll just poke rapidly. It's like panic time.
Just
I'll
starts
say
beeping in Morse code.
we'll have like a whole thing where it's like depending on like severity of situation, different pokes. Like if it's like a bip, 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 means it's like there's one near, but it's not a problem. And if it's like bip, 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 it means like run away.
It's like a Geiger counter for guards. Yeah. Radiation. Radiation.
Radiation.
That's crazy.
Right.
So you approach the guard, and what do you say?
Right, before Grackle goes to go in, I'm sure Grackle's like waiting somewhere nearby, being all stealthy and shit. I'm going to be like, right, is there any way I could talk to one of the engineers?
Oh yeah, why'd you want to do that, huh?
We currently have told Captain Goose that we are going to be doing some investigating.
Oh really?
Yes.
Just come back after all that, and you're free to do whatever you want.
Oh. Right. Firstly, I'd like to apologize for that. That is not something I meant to cause the issue of.
Apologize for what?
For my bad way of handling things.
He's just staring you down.
Yeah, while he's going ahead and doing his distraction, I'm gonna go ahead and roll that stealth.
Alright, roll stealth.
Please, dice gods. Please, dice gods. I ask you for very little.
Dice gods, you have the chance to do the funniest thing right now.
I hate this game. Okay, cool. We have advantage.
So
anyway.
fucking funny if it was.
A 1. Oh.
We have advantage anyway.
Yeah. And yeah, you are sneaking around.
Groovy. I'd probably start around here, and then I'll just go ahead and like. Everybody ready? And then I'll let them finish their conversation before I slip in.
You got in writing that you're looking for? That you're giving orders to start investigating around?
I'm just doing what I was asked to do.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Yep,
With
sure.
disadvantage.
That's fine too. I've got advantage, cut on disadvantage, and then persuasion.
8.
So an 8.
He's gonna look at you and say, I don't care if I get chewed out for it. I'm gonna need you to bring Goose here to to tell me you're allowed to start digging around where you're not supposed to.
I wasn't trying to. I thought I could talk freely with the engineers.
You can talk to whoever you want, but I'm not interrupting their work. And you're not going in there to interrupt their work. You can stumble
Right.
upon them in your own time.
Understood. Well, I already know better than to interrupt Goose. Would it burden you if I were to stand nearby and wait for one of the engineers to make their way out of their shift?
All the better if I can keep your eye on you.
Right, if that makes you feel more comfortable. And I make my way just a little bit further down the hall. I'll find like a bench or something. I'm sure there's like some like outer scenery or no.
Scenery?
Seat.
Scenery.
Oh,
Places to
scenery.
sit.
What he said.
What is going on here? Hold on. I'm
If not,
really
I'll like go sit up on the stairwell or something. Something where I'm as best out of the way as I can be.
The heck in the world?
What in
What's
the
wrong?
heck and heck?
What
I
happened?
can't grab the guard.
Is he
Did
on
you
the
put
wrong
them
layer?
on the
What
wrong
layer
layer?
you put them in? Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
they're on the token layer. Like, you can see them.
Are they on the map layer?
Did I put them on the map layer? Okay, just those. Well, how did all the guards end up on the map layer? I
What
sent
happened is you
everyone
were
here at
normally
the
editing
same
stuff.
time.
Yeah, I've also done it.
I sent everyone there at the same time. How?
Where
We've
is
all
that
been there,
Japanese
Rat.
person
We've all
speaking
been
from?
there.
Is it just
Where's
the
the
two?
anime noises coming from?
Is it
I guess
just the
it's
two,
the
or is it
first-
every guard?
Okay, so it's just the first batch of people I put there. I
What
must
it
have
probably was,
misclicked.
since you were in the middle of like swapping a couple things on this map, and then you were still in map layer when you placed them, and then as you were looking for the other tokens, you swapped back to token layer.
Well, they were on GM layer before.
Well, I don't know that.
Like I said, they were on GM
as
layer.
you
I think I just
highlight
sent them to the
them,
wrong one when I put them back on.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Anyways,
thinking.
the one guard stays to look at you. The other one kind of he sits basically across the hall, just staring you down. The other one takes up post at the corner of the hall, I would say there, keeping watch elsewhere.
Reinpert is just going to reach into his bag and pull out a book and start reading. I have a few other pieces of literature.
While he's doing that, Grackle, you had a good chance to slip through from your undetected spot while the guards were shifting spots to keep better watch. Inside the room, you see a myriad of machines and equipment that you have no idea how they work. Large moving pieces and large tanks with water inside and valves all over the place. It's actually quite hot in here even. Just standing around, once you enter, you feel a wave of heat.
I'm gonna do my best to commit what this looks like to memory for, because I can minor illusion. I'm no keen mind, but I can still probably minor illusion things I remember that I've seen for rhyme part at a later date.
You can get a rough picture as long as you do it like recent or like soon.
both of these engineers are just doing casual work when maintaining the engine, I assume.
Yeah,
So I'll
they
go
don't
ahead
seem to
and-
really be paying attention to. They weren't really noticing when the door opened. The very loud equipment is kind of drowning out your noise.
Groovy. I'll go ahead and look through the area, try to see if I can find any, like, signs of magic being used, or, like, maybe like a staff or something that might control a big evil purple cloud.
Roll me either investigation or arcana, I guess.
I'm bad at both of those things, but we'll give this one a shot.
Nothing seems to stand out to you.
Bollocks.
Move around throughout the rather dark room. Find. You see machinery, levers, all manner of doohickeys throughout. But nothing seems out of place, even in the tightest of corners.
Okay. I'll go ahead and, like, maybe use a ledger hand, mage hand, to, like, whip a wrench or something so it falls, so it grabs both their attention as I slip back out of the door.
You do that to the one. I'll say the back one probably can't even get good line of sight on the door with the machinery throughout the room.
Makes sense.
The other one goes to pick it up. You can figure he doesn't think too much of it. With all the rattling of equipment, something falling over isn't unheard of. And you slip out. I am going to roll a perception for the one guard there, but he does have disadvantage.
Groovy. He has to beat
Because your
24.
cloak. 24, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God he
Lucky it's
didn't
at
have
disadvantage. You're lucky it's at disadvantage.
I'm always lucky.
Yeah, you slip back out.
Groovy.
You do?
I assume this is also a sub-engine.
Yes, that's the other sub-engine.
Groovy.
Place a couple of...
Slip back into these doors and take a look around.
Has one additional guy working in the room. These two. Those two are just chatting during the work hours rather than...
that one guy's doing 3 people's work over there, while the other 2 are just like, oh, so how you doing?
It does seem that a
Did you
lot of
see
them
the
are just
game last
doing
night?
general, like... It doesn't seem like this is a lot of strenuous work for them right now, after all the ship isn't in flight. It's more that you just got people going over the machinery, like checking all the gauges, ensuring everything is in its proper places. But yeah, no, you enter again and you see roughly the same thing.
Another investigation check. Yes.
Yeah, roll another one if you'd like.
Damn.
Fucking A.
What do I have happen on a nat 1?
Oh, I just slip and fall into the engine.
Just
Into
die.
the engine and dies.
This looks
I'm
like a staff. Just pull like
gonna
the
be
main
honest.
crank valve out.
This
I
looks like a
really need
staff
to
touches it,
stop.
it burns him.
I really need to stop having ideas. This happens with every idea I've ever had. It's great. It's cool. It's whatever.
Boney,
So,
I'm going to ask you, I'm going to do a highs or lows. So 1 through 10 versus... Actually, we'll just go 1, 2, and then 3, 4 on a d4. Do you want high or low to be pain?
Low is pain. High is
Low
good.
is pain.
Such as
They're
the rule
not.
of
Neither's good,
gamblers.
but it's just. So if high, you said high is pain, correct?
Low is pain. High is
Low
good.
is pain.
Such is the rule of gamblers.
Gotcha. Low is pain. Alrighty, not pain for you. So you're not going to fall into the equipment.
Lovely.
Like touch something you shouldn't and whatnot. Well, sorry, I shouldn't say that because you are going to touch something you shouldn't.
Lovely.
As you
The
kind
engineer.
peek, you peek around behind a machine. Check, and as you kind of push yourself against, you feel your arms kind of push down. You accidentally pulled a lever. A weird noise starts coming from the machine.
Oh, hold on a minute. You said that this guy is doing work and these two are chatting, yes?
That was what was happening, yes.
Groovy. Can I use... I've been listening to them talk for like a little bit now, yeah?
A couple, like a minute maybe.
Can I use minor illusion to make it sound like when the engine kerchunks, this guy hears them go like, "Ah, can't do anything right," as they walk toward him?
What to make you roll for that? For I guess
I
like a
will say,
deception check.
minor illusion is a somatic component.
Yeah.
Could even have the one person roll like intelligence or insight or something like that, you know?
Yeah, I think it's going to be you roll a deception for how like convincing that is. I'm gonna have one of these
Oh,
guys
damn.
roll one of these guys is gonna the one guy who is working is gonna roll an insight on that.
When?
He got a nat one.
Let's go! Yippee!
The roll's not bad if he rolls worse.
He also pushes a lever. No, I'm just kidding.
he's like, oh yeah, I don't know how to do anything. Just starts cranking every
Just pressing every button.
I'm not gonna have him intentionally risk everything like that.
Sabotage the ship.
Say, well, we found the mole. Yeah.
I am gonna say though, he is going to ignore his roll to detect you. The other two though are going to both make a roll to see if they can catch you. It's still a high DC because you're stealthy.
And they also have
they have disadvantage to see you. Oh wow.
I don't like the sound of that.
You are lucky these guys don't have high stats because that was a 19 and a 20. Sadly, they needed double nat 20s to see you.
Oh wow.
He has 24 in stealth and they have disadvantage to catch him.
Yeah.
These are just guys.
These are just guys.
Like, they don't have a +5 to
Got a
perception.
fucking orc in the kitchen?
Thankfully, I do have the sleep spell, so I can always honk me some dudes if I need to.
Basically, as you slip away, this guy runs over to the control panel, starts working to fix it. All the while, he's yelling at the other two who are like slowly walking over.
I know what lever I flopped, yeah?
You do, yeah.
As I slink out through the door, Ledger made the lever back upward.
I'm gonna say you don't need to because he can tell what is out of place.
Okay, cool.
Like, he does work here. He knows. Turning around, hears that noise, and goes, "Ah, crap! Who pulled the lever?"
Okay, cool. Then I will slip out of the door while the commotion is happening. I am gonna go the long way around and instead dip down here, head up these stairs, pop out, I assume, over here,
Yeah.
walk all the way around, get to about here, switch back into Grackle.
Are you sneaking past all those guards to do that?
This is just the second floor, right?
Up here's the second floor, so you would have had to go basically.
Well then, yeah. Then in that case, I'll just.
I'm not trying to
from
meta
the
game here, but
west
what
and all
about those
that.
doors right there to the left when he's seen them?
Which door? These ones?
No, like those white, like here.
Oh, yeah. He could go
Yeah,
out
he
like
could.
onto
He
the.
Yeah,
could
he
go
could go
outside
out
and then
those.
around.
Yeah, he don't have to go past those guards. I'm pretty sure he would have
But
seen
he's
those.
still in space where like a couple guards could see him.
No, yeah, down the hall. That's
Like,
understandable, but the other guards
still,
are up there.
I'm gonna say at least 2 guards would have a chance at catching you,
In
no
that
matter
case,
the route.
I'll just go ahead and swap back into Grackle. I mean, I've been walking around up here anyway.
Yeah.
As I
Just
just
do
sort
it
of,
in a secluded area. That's all.
I'll just sort of walk this way and then like dip into the spot H said as I walk past over to here, duck down here, and like be like, "Hey, have you guys seen Reinhardt?"
What was
Meanwhile,
that
me
lady on the
fucking-
balcony with him though?
Yeah, that's Goose that he just walked by.
Oh yeah, I'm like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's Goose on the balcony who he just walks by.
Yeah, just like, "Hey, Goose,
Do I want to know what you're up to?
just looking around."
Hmm.
Go put him in the Lost Tours fucking room.
You just get like a side-eye stare from her as you walk.
You did say I could look around and try to find any of these bugs, right? That's what I've been doing.
I'm pretty sure we confirmed there were no bugs in the office.
Oh,
The mole. The mole. We're looking for the
yes. Just checking around. We don't know how, that cloud did get summoned. I'm checking to see if there's any, like, spots of magic or maybe a staff or wand somewhere.
From our reports, it originated from the mountaintops.
mole. Right.
Oh, I gotta go get Reinhardt then.
I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to ask.
The fact that she's just letting it go is surprising, but let's do it. I'm for it.
I gotta get Reinhardt. He walked by here a little while ago, yeah?
Were you not with him when he went by?
No.
Make me a deception check.
Please.
Man, these guys are rolling garbage today.
Holy shit! Hey,
You know, he rolled a 2 on the die. I need to switch dice again.
no, keep that die.
No, keep that one, keep that one, keep that one.
Nah, I
Funny, keep
switched.
it.
Keep
No,
it,
no,
keep
we
it.
need that.
You keep it.
You know, you should give that one a test roll, that new one.
Down the hall.
Groupie. I'll go ahead and run on past.
Now the other guard's like, weren't you with him?
Nope.
Nuh-uh.
I'll get over
Well,
here.
it was around here that he went into his disguise, so.
Oh, I thought I don't know when or where, but yeah.
I'll just go ahead and walk down the hall and be like, Reinhardt,
What's up?
you said they already worked along the engines.
Oh, right. Okay. You're talking about the main engines then, or down here?
Down here. She wants us to look at the main ones.
Right. Let me go back and talk to Goose first, because the last thing I need is for it to be a problem. I look at the guard.
He just stares back.
Hi,
We'll get a
Carl.
rip. I'll
Ooh.
look to Greco and say, I'll get a writ, and then we'll go back. I am going to go see Goose.
Before you do
Since he
that,
would know he's there. Yep.
roll me a d20.
D20?
Just for a bit of luck.
11.
No, carry on. I'm going to assume that Grackle tells you where he just saw Goose.
Yes.
Wait, was that what that was for? Or
No, that was something else.
oh, you moved Goose.
No, I didn't. Oh yeah, Goose was on the
Hey.
deck after talking to Braum and
Oh,
just
okay,
stayed out
never
there
mind.
for a while.
Right. Well,
Jacob, there's stairs right here. We can go through the common room.
Bob. Bob.
Just you can drag yourself just right away. If you're not sneaking around.
Who is this?
Are you stopping to talk to the person
Yes,
in
I am actually. Come back, Grackle. I catch him like by the collar as he's zipping past me.
Yeah.
here? A person a goblin passes through with a handful of or with just I'll say this, dragging along a sack, like a couple sacks of, you presume, food stuff.
Right. What is it you're serving today, miss?
I don't remember the menu.
Right. Sorry for the intrusion. Hey, I actually have a question for you if you'd be willing to help me out. We are currently working as part of the team that is trying to figure out different things about what's been going on. Did you know that there was, the storm, right?
Yeah, a lot of commotion about that a while ago.
Right. Have you heard anyone talking about it, like in a different manner than the rest of, someone that didn't seem that bothered by it or anything?
I just cooked the food.
Understandable. I'll think about it and be like, if you did, come visit us. We are the court jesters, and I'm going to slip her a gold coin.
She grabs it, bites she sets down a bag, grabs the coin, bites it to check if it's real. Tucks it, drops it in the hat that, the chef hat, puts it on, the coin falls out and lands into the apron.
That's more impressive than what Grackle can do with cards.
Take high offense to that. Speaking of cards,
I'll flick her a G15 business card.
I might need catering services done sometime soon. The guys have been asking for a pizza party for 3 weeks. Oh yeah, I know. My cousin's works for you. Oh.
My cousins. Like the things with S there.
Not cousins.
Big fan.
Ruby, I guess I'll have to call you about that later. Ciao. Okay. Bye.
I'll step out the door, and as Grackle comes out, I'll be like, we probably should just be talking with people. That's one of the things we haven't done this entire time.
Yeah, but sneaky Mission Impossible stealth stuff.
I hope that's while we're further away from the cartel thing. What he
Oh no,
says
he's staring directly at me.
Oh, he's been. All the guards have been staring at you this whole time. No one else has gotten the memo yet that you guys have been acquitted of your suspected crimes.
Yeah, that's why I want to go talk to Goose, actually. So, oh, Goose, you're here.
Yes.
What is it this time?
Right, bud.
We're having difficulties because of where no one...
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
Right. No one believes that we're currently trying to do work around the ship by looking around and seeing if we can find any evidence of the mole.
I wonder why that would be.
Probably because there isn't any. Or
Probably because they
maybe-
think that you're the criminals.
Right, I understand.
It was the one time.
Also, I wouldn't want to be cornered.
Which one are you
'cause
referring to,
She might throw one of us
Grackle?
off the balcony.
Actually,
Remember, these are double the space, so you guys can technically fit into the same squares.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just
So yeah, I'll just
Wait,
be on the
hold
inside
on. What crimes have I committed on the airship?
I don't know. Do you want to tell me?
Robbery, arson, battery, verbal assault.
She's gonna start
Right.
walking towards you.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Before you beat the shit out of him or throw him off the edge, can I ask if you'd be willing to give me a writ?
Or
I just want to be able to speak with one of the engineers.
wait till dinner time.
Understood. I just thought I'd come ask. When is dinner, by the way?
In the evening.
Wait,
I
dinner
Now,
is
as I
like
drop down and hand you bugs.
Oh, wait.
dinner is like
No.
like food dinner, or like dinner is like thieves' camp dinner.
I've been noticing a serious lack of.
What does it mean in thieves' can't?
Meeting.
Right. Goose, you wouldn't happen to be in need of a watch or something, would you?
No.
Okay. All right. Anyways,
I just like to walk up behind. Bro thinks he's the Rizzler.
what?
Is that goblin or
Kind of.
which means in common?
That's actually a really hard translation.
Charisma.
Charisma.
Man believes he has high charisma in offering. I don't know, man.
He who
Amen.
moves with half chub.
Never say that again.
Never say that again.
You're going
No,
to.
please don't time out.
You're
me.
going in the quotes page.
Oh,
Straight to Twitter with you.
fucking-
Straight to
Right,
Twitter.
right.
Twitter.
That 20, I do it again.
Please.
Darn.
20, I do it again.
There's like rules or rules, Jacob. Sorry.
What is this, the fucking cheese tax?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright,
This is the
anyways,
cheese tax, I mean.
having the best idea in the world, because, you know, my ideas go great. I'm gonna go back to the group, and I'm going to see about getting everybody back together for a minute.
Who the group?
Yeah,
You guys
just
are all
really
split up
easy.
right now.
Right. Look, would anybody be offended if I were to gather you all up without having to roleplay the gathering everybody up? Because we've got like 15 minutes left.
I'm going to say
Yes.
this.
So I'm in
Goose
the bins.
herself is going to try and gather you all up for something.
Oh, cool.
Oh, well that works too.
I mean,
Hey, Goose,
you
you
got
doing
30
anything?
minutes left, but
Yeah, I
It's
need you.
12:48.
I need to get you all into one place to. I'm going to be setting some ground rules for you all.
No, cool. You want to play cards?
Rule number 1: never ask me that.
You know what? Maybe later.
Cool. I
I
have a
rolled
deck
for
on
her.
me, mostly all the time, and
I
I'm
wouldn't trust
always
that.
bored.
Right. What is it you need of us?
I'm going to say, just skimming over for a minute. You're all been told to gather in your room.
Everyone but
Oh, hey,
Jade.
Miss Maybell.
If they can find you, do you want to roll at me just a stealth check for how well hidden you are at this point?
Yeah, why is
Someone-
Jade hiding?
I'm
He's
in the
going through the
vents.
vents.
He's just going through the vents.
Oh,
Fuck!
Again?
Man,
What were
So,
you?
God
I
damn it.
have one question.
right at meeting time, he falls out of the vents into the room.
On the table, just. Oh,
How is this your
God.
second nat 1 nat 20 situation?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it.
It
I don't
happens
think
a
it would
lot,
be
dude.
it would be more like you bouncing around the room like flubber.
Oh, don't even talk to me.
Yeah. Flubber.
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 Flubber. I still have that movie on VHS.
As you guys get ready to eat, your food is all ruined by Jade.
Well, you're not in the dinner
delicious.
room. You're in your own room.
Oh.
Right.
That will happen later because you'll probably roll another nat 1 and nat 20 during dinner.
Mhm.
You'll roll to eat knowing this game, and you'll get either a nat 20 or a nat 1.
No
Either
food.
involuntarily starting a food fight or somehow getting a random old splashy potion because you ate the good soup.
But yeah,
Right.
that's
So
a
what are these
win-win in Jade's scenario. You hit him with food, he eats it. Or he eats it.
Shane's favorite activity, food fights.
But anyways, Goose gathers you all up, and is going to, she'll have told you all to gather here, and she went off on her own for a minute to do something.
Watch Crackle while he broke into the rooms. Anyways.
Crackle will just be flicking a thing of cards in his hand, the card swapping what it has on the face every time it swaps between the knuckles.
So yeah, she will kind of gather you all up, leave the door open behind her, and look to you all and say, "All right, after your little adventure, we need to establish a bit of order between you all. Got it? Number 1, I want you all to be on your best behavior next few days.
Try.
I close my eyes for 5 minutes, and twice Crackle approaches me, once Ryanford approaches me, and next thing I know, Jade has fallen out of the vents.
To be fair, I have no idea how he got in there.
To the rest of you, try to be more like Brom and Miss Maybell.
Oh, stop it, you.
That's genuinely terrifying. I've never seen him do that.
Fucking
before.
hilarious.
At least half of you have been watching yourself. You've been staying out of trouble. I don't know what the rest of you have been doing. She looks at Jade, kind of looks between Jade, Ryanford, and Grackle, and goes, but I'm sure I'd rather not know.
All I did was approach you about getting permission for something. I thought that was handling it the right way.
You're still sticking your nose a bit too far in for your situation. I'm not saying you're wrong to want to try and help, but now is not the time for you to be trying to help.
Right. Okay. I get the point. Don't do anything about the mole. Don't do anything about anything. Just stay put, finish out the ride, and do whatever it is we need to do.
If you come across something suspicious, tell me, but don't go seeking it.
Cool. I'm just gonna go play poker with the
Stay here for a minute.
When?
We have a few options on what our next objective is. Because with some new information, our original plans have been sidetracked. We'll get to them, but for right now, before we get to that, let me just tell you you'll be going on some more new missions relatively soon. Likely tomorrow we'll be heading out towards our next destination. And with that, although we have although the Paragon trusts you, and I trust you enough to ignore these recent disruptions to our workflow, it's still best that we keep a couple of eyes on you. Now, the Paragon has insisted that the Paragon has decided that Tetzel will be continuing to join you in your missions, acting as her eyes. But I've chosen to add some eyes of my own. Make sure you all are aware that not just the Paragon, but that I am getting reports back from what you all are all doing. So on that note, you're gonna lean back to the door and yell, Private, get in here. H, introduce your character.
Gotcha.
Oh my god.
From hero to zero.
I'm here,
Just
my
goes
Describe
from
what you
zero-
look.
From
Describe
zero to
what you look.
hero, just like that.
So you'll see me in basic grunt renting and armor with no helmet. I have like a little trim beard with a nice little mustache and short hair. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm a human, so I just say, yes, you call for me.
This is Private Ulysses. He will be joining you. Though, he'll kind of smirk a moment, not really look, almost as though get like a mischievous look, I'll say. A partial mischievous, and go, though, since you're all the court jesters, I'll at least give you some mercy and let you know. He's known as Private Squeaker. Now,
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, you heard that right.
Squeaker.
I'm Private Squeaker.
That is
Yeah.
hilarious. Thank you, Goose.
You'll just see my character eyeing each of you. Just like, So these are the people you're putting me in charge of watching over?
you're to join them, help them, and in relative ease, report back to me what happens. Now I'm going to make this certain. No one is in command of anyone amongst this. You are to work together. Is that understood?
Yeah, we're
Yes,
kind
ma'am.
of a democracy anyway.
You see me salute.
I do have a question on that.
And that is?
As me being my team's leader, does that still apply to these two? I'm guessing definitely not Seville, but
Seville.
Setzel.
Setzel. Sorry,
I kept
sorry.
No, it's good. I just found that.
Setzel. Right. I get that it's probably nowhere near being close enough to be in charge of Setzel. I don't think I could ever be. But in the case of him, is he to still follow my orders as a team leader? Or is that...
You seem
Wait,
to
you're a
misunderstand what
leader?
he...
Can I
Apparently
spell
not a
it
very-
out for him? Basically what she's saying, son, is nobody's on top of nobody. We just work together to get the task done. As a team.
Yeah, we're equals. I like this
Exactly.
guy.
Yeah, we like.
You know, you want to be my new friend, and I put my hand on his shoulder with the.
Yeah,
I
that's what I do.
take your hand right off. Like, don't touch me. I don't know you like that. Thank you. Anyways, would that be a
Oh, I
problem
see
for
what
you?
you're
What's your name again, sir?
Right. I think I see where this is. My name is Rampert, firstly. And secondly, Goose, if you don't want me to lead my team, then that's fine. I'm totally down for that. Just remember what that means.
I'm simply saying to you,
hell?
Reinbert, that if you are insisting you are the leader, act like a leader, and others will follow. I don't I don't
Follow.
have soldiers join my ranks, and when soldiers join my ranks, they obey my commands because I have earned their respect.
You just see me nodding slowly.
Now, Reinput, I trust you, assuming. Kind of glance at Grackle for his going. Assuming the others do see you as a leader, I expect you to affirm that position through action. And Private, get your sword out your rear. This isn't that formal a situation.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just fixed myself. Is that better, Captain?
She's dead. I'm kidding.
You see me a little bit nervous around her.
What I'm trying to say is at ease.
Right, right. I put both my hands down, standing at attention.
It's the very opposite of Eddie's.
If you have any other questions, ask them now. Or, I don't know.
I guess I'll
Write them
discuss
down,
the.
I'll get to them eventually.
I guess I'll discuss the elephant in the room. So, why Private Squeaker?
He dropped a pair of wind chimes on his in basic training.
Yeah, it was a very embarrassing moment. I hope
Yes,
not
speaking
to
of wind
repeat.
chimes, can I requisition some of those?
Come by tomorrow. I'll get a form.
Works
Are
for
we
me.
free to,
I need to assign a quartermaster.
are we free to travel around the town and do things?
She'll think for a moment. Go. You have the evening. Make sure you're here at sunrise tomorrow.
We'll probably be here tonight to rest, but thank you.
Gonna need it.
Hey, Mr. Squeaker.
Yes.
Time for the hazing.
What does that mean?
If you really want my respect in this group, you gotta beat me in poker.
Oh yeah.
That's no problem. I
That's
have
no
a
all.
bare
That
hand
hard,
in
it's a game
poker.
of luck, right?
You don't want to play with me, boy. I'll win.
Yeah.
Greco, he doesn't even know.
Doesn't even know.
What?
When
What?
Brock
Why are you
turns
all
around and starts
laughing?
laughing?
I'm
There's
serious.
a problem.
Oh, you'll see.
I will say, Grackle has two decks. One of them is like a normal playing card deck that he uses to actually play cards with. The second one is like a custom deck that just has pictures of Grackle all over it. You know for a fact this is the evenly distributed, perfectly weighted, chipped cards, certain spots of it are different textures, like every trick in the book to pull what you want when you want. This is my cheating deck.
This
Right.
is my cheating
Before
deck.
they get before they get too involved in that, I want to walk over to Private Squeaker, and I stick my hand out to him. Welcome aboard to the court jesters, Private Squeaker.
I look
Or do
you.
you prefer Flu?
Flu? Huh? I
Isn't
look
that his?
at
Wait, what was his actual name? Sorry.
useless. He only said useless.
She said
Ulysses.
Private
Ulysses.
Ulysses.
Yeah, Ulysses.
Right, Ulysses. Which one do you prefer?
I look you slowly up and down, and I just say, for the time being, I do not want to shake your hand until you have earned my trust amongst you all. No disrespect, but just to be on the safe side. But I will allow you all to call me instead of my last name. You can call me my first name, which is Floyd.
Jade sweats.
He doesn't know that my name is Floyd. He only knows that his my nickname is Flu. That's when he holds sweat.
Wait,
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, is
your,
that?
your
Oh yeah,
first
that's
name
what.
is
Oh, his
Floyd?
brother.
His like, yeah,
That's
not
probably
blood,
the
but
dumbest
like
first
step
name
brother
I've
from the
ever heard in my
orphanage.
entire life. I'm just gonna call you
Anyways,
Squeaker. I'm not calling you Floyd.
That's funny.
I would prefer you to call me Floyd, young man.
Oh, he's
Captain,
gonna throw
I
up.
would do my best to report anything I find from that boy over there, because I feel like he's gonna be the biggest troublemaker here. And I
Right,
wide my
Private
eyes as I say
Secretary.
that.
Moon me. I'm going to dwarf all of them by at least like 4 times.
Shaking my head.
Anyway,
Anyways, would that be all,
just
Captain?
fool them, cowboy.
Actually, Grackle, I want in on this game as well.
I think the guys were right about these fools. They do deserve the name court jesters.
But yeah, we're a ton of jokes that work for the Royals. Like you. Perfect, right?
I'm not a joke.
Okay, Squeaker.
Show your names. You're now part of the
Oh my
circus.
god.
Uh,
That
yes,
fucking-
ma'am.
okay.
Whatever you
Oh.
say, Captain. I will do whatever you command of me.
You see her let out a really long sigh.
It's like a.
You know this,
I
man.
don't
Have
see
fun.
why
Always
he's
for the
being added
people.
onto the team.
You see, you see for a split second, Ryan, at your comment, a smirk go up here on Goose's face before she returns to a neutral look.
Oh, at my comment?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Right, do me in, Grackle. I'm ready to lose today.
I guess I'll play too. Just to show you I'm not a joke.
This is the game I agreed to.
Wonderful.
Normal or Fey poker?
Do you even
It's
have to
Fey
ask?
poker.
You got an overseer?
Well, yes. Though I will be playing.
It's the one that fell out the vents. He's our only Fey.
Put Jade on. There's like an
Oh,
empty
yeah.
spot. Put
That's
Jade.
what I just said. That's
Oh.
what I was saying.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah.
I want you
You're
to
the
sit
overseer.
and watch everyone here. Do you also want to be dealt in, or are you cool with just watching?
Just watching.
Alright, cool.
Right.
If
I don't
anyone
think I
cheats,
grasped it.
or you are told anyone cheats, mention it. I'll give you a snack every time you catch somebody.
Oh. Okay.
I still have a bit of bread from the
Jade is
town.
just food
Will you-
motivated.
Will you give me a snack if I get away with it
Oh
each
my
time?
god. Get
I'll
on
do
with
it
the
for us.
card dealing, boy.
Oh yeah, for
Would
the
you do it for a
uninitiated.
Scooby snack?
Squeaker, do you know what fake poker is?
No, explain it.
Cool, I'm not gonna tell you. Anyway.
I knew this was gonna be a bunch of baloney. You're playing with me, boy.
Cool.
It's just
Right.
regular poker. Just
No, it's a real game.
It is? Okay.
Fey poker works like this. You're allowed to cheat if you can get away with it.
What? Is this really what you... What? Who
That's
came
the
up with
rules of
these...
Fey poker.
This sounds like a bunch of thieves that came up with this.
No, it was the Fey.
Really?
Bunch of thieves.
Oh my god.
Right.
I don't know if I want to even continue at this point.
I'm never going to respect you as a person if you don't win a single hand at the very least.
You can't run once you sit at the table.
Oh lord, just because you said that, now my character's just itching to shut you up. Hurry up. Do me
Right.
in.
Deal.
Do I have to roll sleight of hand or anything?
I don't.
Yeah,
Graggle,
that's
are
sleight
you
of
cheating
hand.
in the or with the deck? Are you
Right.
using
By
the
the
cheat
way,
deck or
Let
the
me clarify one of the other
I'm-
rules then, Grackle.
I'm gonna
The
immediately.
overseer deals.
I'm going to immediately start with the cheat deck. Reinford's just gonna lay his hand down on top of the cards and go, no.
Yeah, no, I'm not an idiot.
Fine.
Right. Jade.
You see as he hands the non-cheat deck to Jade, and tons of cards just fall out of like the little like bandage he has on his hat, and like every single one of his like wristbands.
Cheating.
All
He
right.
yeah,
called it
whatever
out.
you
You've got to give him a cookie or whatever.
I flick him like a little slice of bread from
What?
one of my rations.
Anyways, do I roll sleight of hand too?
Yes.
It will
If
come
you
to
wanna
it.
cheat.
Basically,
Oh.
yeah, if you want to cheat, you roll sleight of hand.
Oh wait, then I don't want to cheat. I want to do it the right way. I don't.
Okay.
cheat.
So yeah, whoever wants to try cheat, apparently Brom wants to cheat.
Rob wants to try to cheat.
Anyone who wants to cheat, I'll say this: you can choose to cheat, and you can choose to try and catch cheaters.
I want to try to catch him.
Then
We
you
can
can
do
roll
things to
perception.
give ourselves advantage, right?
Using magic and whatnot, yeah.
I would say
But if
since
you get caught using a spell,
Oh, hey, what's over there?
What's over
I
there?
don't fall for that shit, cause you
Alright,
roll
cool.
bad, boy.
So, 3 things off the top, right?
Mhm.
I have Cartomancer, meaning that when I use a card deck as my spellcasting focus, I can use the Precision Cantrip to create, like, small effects and completely conceal the verbal and somatic components of the spell as ordinary conversation and card handling.
you can, yeah.
So I can use Prestidigitation to mask the fronts of my cards so that Grackle has a perfect hand every time without speaking any form of magic or using any form of magic like somatically.
Yep.
I'm gonna send Raz a message.
We're just sitting there to detect magic like
Yeah, I could do that actually. Thanks for the
God, I
advice.
know. I'm just gonna have to use my normal tricks to do that. Also, I will 100% say I'm using Ledger main Mage Hand to like steal Squeaker's cards.
Oh my
It's not
god.
working.
Do I have to roll an insight to see? Cause I
And
know
he's
I'm gonna
No,
fail.
that-
yes.
I was
And
gonna say,
two aces,
could I lose anyways?
Looks up, looks back down. It's an ace and 2, and he's like, "What?"
Yours is
what we-
perception.
Oh, perception. Okay. Let me see. Where's perception?
Oh my god! I just realized.
Oh,
Do
20.
you know what?
But I'd
do you
still
know what
lose because his
spell I
sleight of
took,
hand was pretty good.
Raz?
What's
I took
that?
Distort value.
Or
You
do I
can't
have?
change the face of the cards for how valuable it is.
Technically, it just says doubling the object's perceived value. It's a value isn't a number. It never says
Yeah,
value
but they
is
still
any amount of
perceive it
gold.
as the same card. They just think it's a better card than it is.
Wah.
I got a 20. So what
Did you see the
happens?
follow-up message, Raz?
Yeah. For that, Grackle, that was your first life hand. Roll me a second one just for dealing cards and everything.
Oh
Even
my
better.
god.
Jesus
You
Christ.
catch nothing.
I catch
Good lord.
nothing. I'm just blind to this whole shit.
And then I guess we all roll perception checks too.
Whoever wants to try and pay attention, I'm going to say that Grackle cannot because he's already made 2 sleight of hands.
Well, yeah.
I'm going
Also,
to basically say to
Grackle
this is that you get 2 rolls for the setup, either perception or sleight of hand. You can either be extra observant or extra sneaky.
Extra sneaky it is.
I will also argue that if Jade is sheerly observing, you should be able to roll perception. Like, well, no, it's already the advantage. I find.
Well, yeah, he's the overseer.
Yeah.
Which in Fey poker is more of a formality to have a Fey present. You know, the
Which-
game I made up.
You know, the game you
also-
made up.
Fire game. It's become like a staple of Grackle. Can you tell I picked all my Arcane Trickster spells specifically for card games?
To specifically do this.
Hello?
Then I think
Uh,
a stupid question.
What's that?
So, Squeaker's currently looking at his cards, yeah?
For the most
Yeah,
part,
but
waiting to deal the next one in.
So, Ledger Main Mage Hand is completely invisible and can retrieve an object in a container worn or carried by another creature. Does that mean in all technicality I can sleight of hand steal stuff from him while he's sitting there at the table? So it's just like my lucky dice I have in my back pocket. And Grego's just sitting there like holding them in his hand, like these are cool.
I'm just going to say, do not steal from the guy who just joined the party.
You don't
Yeah,
want to do
What a
that.
great first impression.
Purely
Why no one
hypothetical.
likes us.
Purely hypothetical. That actually doing that. It's
Hypothetically.
just really funny.
Hypothetically, yes. Purely hypothetically.
Purely hypothetically, that would be hilarious. Right now, no.
I mean, if anything, for his sleight of hand, since he did roll fucking high, I say if I'm just switching through the cards so fast, I don't even notice him doing it.
Yeah, he's messing with your cards. But you don't catch it.
Yeah, I don't catch it. I'm just going through them kind of fast.
Yeah, and if no one, so who else? Because Brahm, you can roll another sleight of hand or perception.
Mm-hmm. I think I'll do perception this time. Still not good.
You catch yourself.
You catch yourself perceiving.
What are you doing, me? Come on.
Well, H just rolled that, but then he decided he actually isn't wanting to cheat in it. So, H, if you want to make another perception,
I'll make
you
another one.
get 2.
I get what, 2 perception checks?
Well, no, you get this would be your second.
Oh, okay. Oh God, I see. Oh wait, no, that's persuasion. I'm sorry.
That's still in that one.
It's still in that one.
I ain't letting you get rid of that.
It's still the same. It's the same either way, so it would be a 2. It's the same number either way. It's still in that one.
Crazy.
Lord have mercy.
No.
I think I'm just letting that little goblin get to my head. I'm losing
It's
focus.
like you'll be talking
look-
to
you
him,
looked
like
at your-
looking up.
You look down at like River for a second, and it's just GREEC.
I'm like, why do these cards have letters on them? What is this?
Those are called letters on cards. Yeah, when would those be there? It's not like there's the Jack, King, Queen, Ace. Crazy.
Yeah, and everyone's favorite, the Gringle.
What the hell is the Gringle?
Is that
Is
your?
that what this fucking thing is? He pulled up the card. I've been trying to figure out what this is for the last 5 minutes.
Oh, he pulled the Gringle. What's the Oh my god. The really really old form of like, the thing where you
What, stoning someone? I don't know.
No. It's like a it's like one of the oldest card games known to man. I just remember that like it has something to do with pigs and like
What, Rook?
deuces.
I have no idea.
No idea.
Go on. Well, you
Carcassonne?
tell me because it's funny. What does the Gringle do?
What does the Gringle do?
Oh my god. I don't remember the name. Oh no.
What does the
No, I
Gringle
had like
do?
I had a whole joke. I just forgot what the
Oldest
No.
card game. Carnival?
Carnoffle. Thank you.
Carnoffle?
Holy frick. He pulled the Gringle. Carnoffle, and the entire card just explodes in your hand.
Oh, what the fuck?
You know
my
what?
God.
You know what? I'm going with it.
Describe what
Doesn't
happens
hurt,
to me.
it's fine.
You take 2 damage.
Oh my God.
Bro.
For those
My
who don't
fingers.
know,
Wait,
for those who
Braum?
don't know, Carnoffle is
Bro.
like
Oh.
one of the first straight up like card games to have ever existed. It's it's like the whole taking tricks, if you know what that is. It's from like 1426, but it is interesting because it uses the like original king, queens, jacks, 10s, 9s, 8s, lowers, and then as you get certain ones, you either get trumps or deuces. For instance, the number 1, the actual Carnoffle beats every card in the entire game.
Oh wow.
Okay.
I
But
think
alright,
there's also,
back
like,
to the
a-
game.
Yeah,
Well, then
but
do I
everyone
read?
has done their cheating.
Collapsed.
Real quick, Greco, what cheating are you actually doing other than you messed with his card? Is the other one that you're actually using magic, or are you just card tricking?
Technically prestidigitation, just
Gotcha.
no vocal or somatic components to swap the faces of what my cards look like.
Yeah.
Alright.
Uh,
Ryan Pert says, right, Greco cheated.
He what? He fucking what?
You changed the face of your own cards.
Never.
Prove me
Not
No
wrong.
million
wonder they
years.
look weird. Ah, you're a fucking cheat.
Never
I
done
don't.
to
I don't think I
nine
want to
What are
play
you
anymore.
talking about? I'm talking about his own. You haven't even seen them yet.
Wait, you talk about his cards?
Right, he switched his own.
As I lean
And
over
Oh, I
and
thought you
look,
talk
Fate
about
Poker,
mine.
this
I
is
thought.
very-
Oh,
I'm gonna lean over and look at Grackle's card.
so he's basically cheating by switching out his own cards. Then again,
I'm going to say, by the rules of Fey Poker,
it is
you can tell he
cheating.
cheated. When it was announced, you could tell.
Captain, this was what you just mentioned in the beginning of the game, right? That they're allowed to cheat in this game.
Yeah, but he got caught.
Right, which means he gets punished.
Let's see.
Guess I gotta use
Well,
wild
if it's
card
within the
tricks.
rules of the game, which I think is stupid.
Snack, please.
And don't play.
You're right. I think I don't want to play.
You
with a
won't
bunch
get-
of
Question: Are we
cheaters,
allowing
any
Sammy
respect,
Jackson
though.
flourishes?
possible criminals.
Are we
I'll throw my
allowed-
cards down. And
What does that
just
even mean?
stand up and just. I'm just. Gonna...
Coward.
It's where you keep a card in the air at all times and then flick it so it knocks it out of the air and lands it into the wall, and the other card hits your hand. It's called a Sammy Jackson because one time during a high-stakes fake poker game, an audience member called Jackson literally got cut in half by one of the cards.
Good lord.
Anyways, you're out, Grackle.
When?
Because I'm only gonna have us doing the one round for actual Fey Poker. Jacob, do you want to tell him how you figured it out?
Huh?
We're only gonna do
No.
the one round, since it's
Well, what I want Grackle to know how I figured it out is the question in my brain. Because it's things I could do in the future. You know what? No, in all honesty, Rez, because it's funny and it can be used again.
gotcha. Anyways, Miss Mabel, are you doing any cheating or?
Nah, she's not participating.
Okay, I wasn't sure since
She's
you were.
She's just observing.
Then, yeah, no. That means the remaining 3 people at the table, roll a flat d20.
Right. Wait, didn't Brom cheat? Or was that not...
Brom got the
I got
The
the
Gringle,
the Gringle card, and it
which
made me.
Oh, that's
I'm
the
saying
one.
he is still in the game. It's just one of his cards exploded.
Oh, so he only has one...
I have one less card because
Less
it exploded on my finger.
Right, so luck roll?
Just a d20.
Got it.
And you still roll, bro.
Hear me now. God damn you.
Holy shit! Well, Goose won. Holy shit.
Goose throws
Who's
a
the
royal
fucking
flush down.
best?
Well, wait.
I wouldn't expect
Clay,
less
you
of
got
my
this.
captain. Good job, sir. I salute.
Oh,
Or-
that's where the second ace went.
Mm.
He smirks
that
at
makes
you.
So much more sense.
That's where the 6th ace went.
That's where the 4th. Stupid. That's where the 5th.
Even
king
if you
went.
beat me, Grackle, you would never beat my captain here. She's one of the highest.
Calm it down, would you?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Getting
I
anything
was
but
gonna say,
pissing.
you're
He's right here, man. Come on.
like
Honestly,
competitively
if I
brown
hadn't
nosing.
caught him cheating, he would have played a handful of aces and more than what's actually in the deck, I think. So,
I carry around 2 separate decks on me at all times.
that's a lie. I can tell that. You probably got about 7 or 8.
Maybe.
Right.
He sneezes
Anyways.
and like 5 of them
Oh.
fall out of his chest.
Just maybe like one just falls out of his pocket.
Riegel!
Oh, dude.
Riegel.
I'm getting Firebolt as a spell just to like, just
The
throw a
big
Gringle at
Gringle
people.
card. Yeah.
Oh,
I really love the
love
idea of
Fey
Braum
Poker.
looking at the card.
I
and
love
being
Fey
like, "What the
Poker."
fuck is this?"
Great.
It's just the picture of Grackle and like a little like no finger going kaboom.
I like to
So-
imagine the card animates out before it explodes.
Mhm.
Like does like a jazz hand. Boom.
The letters kaboom grow in size, and then like they
pop.
flash and pop.
Anyways, Jacob, you were saying?
All I'm gonna say is out of game, would you guys like to know? But I need you to promise me you won't metagame how I found out Grackle is cheating.
I don't
No,
care.
keep it
That's up to
secret, keep
you.
it secret.
Tell
Do you wanna
us.
know? Do you wanna know, Bones?
Sure.
All right. You still have my homunculus on you.
Ah, balls.
I want to say as well, Grackle, if you hadn't done that, the second you place your cards down because you had talked about being good at Fey Poker and you initiate it, Goose is going to cast Dispel Magic on your cards.
Okay, cool. So the next time I do this, it's just gonna have to be raw card.
You have to
tricks
find
then.
new ways to cheat against the wizard and
Well,
watch
there's
out for Ryan
always-
Perdue.
There's always just not using magic.
Yeah.
Well, for right now, you don't know my homunculus is on you, so if we
In all
play it all
fairness-
during the day again,
The most likely
Hey.
option for what Reinford did was detect magic in
magic.
your
I
mind.
mean, to
Which
be
is what
fair,
I'm
didn't
thinking
you
Greg was thinking. so
didn't
I'm
you
not
at
gonna
first
use it.
discuss with Grackle that you were giving him your little Spidey when you were sneaking around though?
Yeah, he forgot though.
Yep,
Greg.
but
Oh,
you
he
forgot.
forgot. Oh,
Right.
okay.
Greco's not like a genius. In
I
fact,
mean,
he's
okay.
very dumb. Occasionally.
Anyways,
I'm
I
sure
think
the
this is where we're
shock
gonna
of
end off
flipping
section.
that lever